just so real. Already know exactly how you feel. See the head, not like seeing a steeple. You damn well know they're one of the people. Nobody breaks us, 'cause nobody made us, and no one can take this 'cause we got their fix. We are the people, we are the people, we are the people. Don't mess with this.
Oh yeah, good morning. It is Patrick and the people. Let's get this view righted. Yeah, my goodness, things are a mess here. Hold on a second. Yeah, that's gonna have to come on back. Oh yeah, now we're gonna have to move this over.
Hey, look who else we found.
Yeah, we got T-Mac in the house. We got Luke Shoemaker in the house. Luke, how does it? I was thinking about it just a second ago. It's got to be kind of weird to just be sitting here listening to yourself sing.
You know, you get used to it after a while. You know what I mean? Like, I pull up into enough places now where they're doing whatever and all that. Like, what's funny is when I go home and I'm hanging out at my parents' house, like, my mom will have my stuff on repeat, and I'm like, you got to stop. Like, at least while I'm around, you got to stop.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Because it trips me out. Yeah, that is kind of weird, isn't it?
Yeah, because it's a weird thing of, like, you know, you're your own worst enemy on that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But, like, it on the other hand, though, it's super cool to see people, like, vibe with stuff. And
yeah, no, it is. It's always cool to see that, isn't it? Shout out already. Lots of folks in this morning. What's up, Brad? Crystal? What's going on? Mistress Mayhem? Andy, what's up, buddy? Everybody there. Skelton, what's going on? Everybody's in the house already early on Monday.
Good morning, man.
So it's going to be a pretty good Monday. T-Mac, did you have a good weekend?
Yeah, good.
Yeah,
weekend.
what'd you do?
Nothing really. Just
No?
so I'm on a spiritual healing journey.
Oh, boy.
So Saturday I worked with my spiritual advisor and we did some meditation and it was pretty cool.
I worked with my spiritual advisor, also known as a bud tender, and it worked out great.
I wish. They actually invited me to an ayahuasca event.
Oh man, that would be awesome, actually. But I'm a little hesitant to do one here
Why?
because I don't trust them. Anybody here? I trust the people in Costa Rica. They know what they're doing. Here, I don't want Jeff to lead me on my ayahuasca journey. Okay?
I feel you.
Yeah, Jeff ain't leading me nowhere for 8 hours under a shaman's rule. You know.
I
Hell
work
no.
with some pretty badass shamans. There are some
Yeah.
powerful women. They're
I-
incredible.
I would have to interview them first before I would allow someone to guide
I'll
me
set
on
it.
that
I can
journey.
set it up.
I've got
Okay.
this problem solved right now.
Yeah.
You can do it, and you can just trust Luke and I to be
Yeah.
caretakers.
I'd rather trust my emotional support horse.
Oh, what up, Dovey? What up, Ronnie?
What's up, Ronnie and Dovey?
Yeah.
Yo. How are y'all? What about you, man? You have a good weekend?
Yeah, it was
Man,
cool.
it's been.
We'll get there.
Sorry,
I know
man.
you're
Oh,
excited.
you were talking to me?
You're
My bad.
excited. I know.
Yeah. No, it's been good, man. I, in Arkansas for the past couple days. Anytime I got a big rock show coming up, I like to just be able to come home and disconnect and chill
Yeah.
for a little bit. And so we got a big old one coming up this weekend, and I've been working on some stuff for the Grammys and all that. So it's
Yeah,
been nice
you're-
to just like come home and chill.
You guys are playing with Keith Wallen, right? From
Oh yeah, we're
Yeah.
playing with Keith from Breaking Benjamin. That'll be this Saturday over at Cannery in Nashville. So y'all come through. Funny enough, another Arkansas band is actually on the lineup that
Oh,
night.
really?
Yeah, if you remember Levels.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I do actually.
Yeah, so Levels is actually the support act for
Oh,
Keith
that's
on
cool.
this tour. Yeah,
What's
so,
up, Mark? That's cool.
Yeah, when we found out about it, I hollered at Dalton, and yeah, man, it's gonna be a fun time, man. My
That
second
sounds
time
awesome.
playing with Keith. Bunch of good people gonna be in the room that night. It's gonna be a fun one.
That's exciting. That's always exciting, man.
Yeah.
Rich, I know that it was a big weekend for you, man.
Yeah, it was cool.
Listen to this guy.
Oh, wow.
Listen to this guy.
Really?
right here. Hold on.
Bullshit.
So
No, it was a great weekend, man. Wise Guys. We had the Wise Guys this Saturday, and of
the
course,
heat was on. The pressure's on
Man.
because you're going into the playoff run, right?
yeah, I believe this actually secured them a playoff run.
No,
If I'm correct, I think that this win actually got them.
They got that big dub.
They got
But you
back
said
into
it
the
was a
hosting
scrap.
spot. So yeah.
Oh, really? You
Yeah.
said
Oh, it was a nail biter, man.
Really?
So they faced off against the St. Joe's Goats, which, if you don't know, that is the Kelsey brothers team.
Oh, okay. Were
And
they there?
So, They were not that I
Well,
saw,
why
and
the
we
hell
didn't
not?
announce them. I don't know, man.
Did you try to call them out as the announcer?
I tried to get in touch with their agent. No, but I did pull a great punk on like the whole entire crowd.
Did you?
So, yeah.
What did you do?
So it was like midway through third quarter, and it was real close and intense, and everybody was in on the action. So the crowd was kind of,
Yeah.
at a little dull roar.
Yeah.
And so I just came over the mic and I was like, "Wise Guys fans, get ready for the Wise Guys Kiss Cam." And like everybody was like. And then I was like, "I'm just kidding. We don't have one of those. Your secret's safe with us."
That's
So.
fantastic, man. No, that's great.
But no, great win for the Wise Guys. Some
That is
revenge
huge.
against the Goats, man.
So, if I'm not mistaken, that would mean that some of the other teams who, were higher ranked had to have some losses too, if, in fact, the Wise Guys are in the hunt to host again.
Right. Yeah.
So some other losses contributed and helped.
Yeah,
for
there's definitely multiple roads to get to the destination. You know, if this team lost, but I know that just Hot Springs getting that revenge on the Goats and handing them a loss was
So you got one more home game.
Yep.
And that's the only just one more game of the season, right?
Yeah.
Other than playoffs.
Other than playoffs. Yep.
Yeah. And that's this coming Saturday.
Yeah, that'll be this coming Saturday. The Iowa Woo.
Yeah. Now, have you played them before?
Yes, we have.
And how did that go?
It did not go well.
So they either need revenge or it's going to be a problem.
Right.
Yeah.
We'll come out and show up again.
But hopefully a lot of people will show up for that.
Absolutely, man. And we had a pretty good crowd there this Saturday. I learned after the game that we were battling, who was it? Was it Puddle of Mud? And Everclear were in town at Magic Springs. So I was like, that explains where everybody was.
If that dude's mostly sober, he puts on a great show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was actually so a few months ago, that wasn't the lineup of the show. It was going to be Puddle of Mud and Bad Wolves.
Oh, okay.
And so I was supposed to go pull up and hang out at that one, but then the lineup changed basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, man, the Puddle of Mud stuff's always wild.
Yeah, Wes is man. You know what's crazy is if they had remained, if he could have remained healthy, so to speak, they could have put out as many hits as 3 Days Grace or Breaking Ben because they were straight hit makers, man.
I tell you what, man, my manager for the music stuff, he's a guy named Scott Gherkin, and Scott used to sing for a band called Modern Day Zero.
His name's not Scott Gherkin.
No, it is, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, no, it is.
Yeah.
And
no, he never said that to any girl.
Yeah.
Never heard the phrase. Never mind.
Oh my gosh, no. But his first big run that he did after he got signed was Nickelback and Puddle of Mud.
Oh wow.
And he was telling me how, back in the day, those dudes were the coolest. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so it's wild to see how that stuff goes now.
Yeah, but anyone can get redemption.
100%.
Look at Scott Stapp. That dude was riding a bicycle, yelling at utility poles and whatnot, and having full conversations with dogs in the alley. And now look at the dudes back in action, killing it out there.
They're literally I don't think it's been announced yet, but they're literally trying to work on a stadium tour for next year. You know what I mean?
And why wouldn't they be? They at one point they were as big as any band on the planet. I think.
Yeah.
At the height of their popularity.
Oh, straight up.
There was no band bigger.
Straight up, yeah.
Yeah, they were very popular. I always thought they kind of sounded a lot like Pearl Jam.
Yeah.
Yeah, which aggravated me at the time. So,
it goes back to the rule of thumb. Any 90s or early 2000s rock song you can sing with just saying the vowels.
Yeah, no, you're right. And
hey, I owe you.
Yeah,
You can just do that all day.
That's it. No, I came to realiise most of them all sound like that in the 90s. That's right. They all sound that way in the 90s. I had a pretty good weekend, too. Just, mainly chilled out, hung out with the family and whatnot. So it was pretty fun. Enjoyed that a lot. So it didn't do too much, didn't stress too much. You know what I mean? No. Let me get into a little bit of news you can use here and just see what you may give a damn about. Yeah, none of that shit. Let's just start with that. None of that shit do you care about. All right, here you go. It's all about heat and flash flooding this week in parts of the country. The Midwest now dealing with threats of flash flooding. Over 50 million people from Kansas to Carolinas are under a heat alert. They refer to it as a heat dome. That's a new scary phrase they use. But it's weird because I will tell you this. I was with a client over the weekend at one point, and they said, I just got a heat advisory alert.
Yep.
Yeah.
I
All
said,
weekend.
for here?
Yep.
Right now? And they said, yeah. I said, are you serious? And they're like, yeah. I was like, why? It's not that hot. This is pretty mild to me. I mean, we're not even at 100 here, man. What are you talking about, a heat advisory? You guys are all weak. Let's see, we've bred weakness into. We can't even handle the. I mean, we're in what, the high 80s, low 90s. You're putting out a heat advisory for what, bitches? And I don't mean. Anyway, doesn't matter. I'll just censor myself. I'm sorry. Let's move on. I'm just. It's Monday. That's what it is. This is pretty wild right here. This is. Hey, what the hell just happened here, man? Did you see that, Rich?
What?
I saw it.
No, you didn't.
What
Hold on a second.
Oh, Dovey, I literally just made that joke to Patrick like 5 minutes before we went on air. That's hilarious.
Damn, my whole thing just vanished.
What happened, bro?
I don't know. Hold on a second. I'm really. Golly, it just disappeared, bro. The whole. Everything.
disappeared.
Yeah, all the whole. The internet, like it went to a blank page and everything was gone. So I don't know why.
You're using Chrome, right?
No, hell no, I'm not.
Okay.
I mean, I should be, but what is this? I don't even want this. All right, this is
Welcome to Monday.
Yeah, welcome to Monday. Here, all right, let me pull this back up and let's see if we. Okay, here we'll do it this way, the old-fashioned way. All right, back to where we were. Sorry about that. Let's get to this. Yeah, here you go. You want this? A new Insurify survey says dual-income couples with no kids are going into debt for pets. The survey found 94% of couples view pets as family members. Yeah, okay, that's fair. Yeah, I think everybody does now.
Yeah.
Nobody has the old outside dog unless you live like on a farm. You know, everybody's dogs live inside no matter how crazy they are.
I live across from this development, and there's a lot of people who have dogs out wandering. There's this one dog, I get so angry. They have this dog tied to a tree with this chain, and he literally has like this much.
Oh, no.
I literally, when I walk, I have to like just not go past it because I get so angry.
Man, I'd have to
Yeah.
be about a 2 a.m. jogger
Yeah,
with
yeah,
a ski mask and a bolt cutter.
yeah.
Good luck, Freddie.
Yeah.
Anyway, it says they're going into debt. 68% of these pet parents have made financial sacrifices to cover pet essentials. The couples surveyed spend an average of $1,900 a year on pets. Well, that's not really that much. A fraction of the $23,000 people spend on their kids annually. Yeah, that's not that much. But you know, I have heard of a lot of people nowadays. I hear lots of people go, "Oh yeah, I had to take my cat to the surgery center." I'm like, "Why?
Yeah.
Why? Well, it was no. Why did you do that?
Sometimes you gotta take care of them.
No, it's a cat, man. What are you doing?
You gotta take care of that cat.
The cat's gonna die. That's what's gonna happen.
You gotta try.
Do you follow all the different like puppy dog accounts and all that on TikTok?
Hell no,
No.
man.
There's
can't.
there's
What are you
one that
talking about, man?
So y'all know I love boxer pups. Like you got boxers too.
Yeah,
I got boxer pups.
Yeah.
And there's this one boxer that I follow on TikTok, and she literally can't go to sleep without her iPad propped
Oh,
up
my
on her
God.
pillow to watch it, and she's got to be all tucked in.
I can't even get mine to make eye contact with the TV. I think I have a special ed boxer.
Have you seen that dog? I don't know. It's a Pomsky. I cannot think of its name, of course, because I want to. But I watch it on Instagram. I really don't TikTok.
It was the real
And,
famous.
They've trained the dog to hit buttons,
Oh, I know who you're
so
talking about.
it'll be like, "Wake up, bitch!"
Yes.
and it'll just keep doing it. And I'm like, "Damn,
Yeah.
I want a smart dog like that to train."
Yeah, no, I put some buttons out for Rousey, and she just kept looking for a treat, and that
See?
was it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh.
there was nothing, but all she wanted to do was get a
Yes.
treat.
How is Rousey doing? I hadn't
She's
seen Rousey
old,
doing it.
but she's great. You know, she's almost 10, and that's long in the tooth for a boxer. I'm hoping to get her to 16. That's the longest a boxer's ever lived, but I'm thinking 12, 13 probably. She's lived the most pampered life of any dog I've ever known. I'll tell you that.
No, I mean
She's never been violated. I'll say that. She's never in her life. If she got violated, it would be full on trauma to her. It's never happened.
Poor dog.
No, I mean some.
No, she's gone her whole life. She's like a nun.
Aw.
She's never even worried about it. Never even
Really?
thought about it. No, never had a chance. No boy dog ever.
So you know-
we did have a Chihuahua that tried, but he could only get to her leg, so it didn't matter.
Chihuahuas I have two, and they're just little psychopaths.
They
but,
are.
I have 4 male dogs, and my mother just moved in. She's got 1 female dog, They've actually done pretty good. Mine are all fixed, so I think that really helped. And she's not fixed, so my mom kept going, "Oh, she's gonna get pregnant." I said, "No, she's not."
You know,
they don't have the tools down there anymore. to do that.
Sometimes the boys will scrap, but oftentimes it's the girls.
She's nasty
The
sometimes.
girls will fight.
If they sniff her butt, she freaks out.
Well, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
I'm just walking around. Somebody randomly starts sniffing my ass.
That,
I
I
have no
don't
problem with that.
understand it. Why do they walk around sniffing butts? Like
Well, that's-
Kovu does it to her all
I
the
guess
time.
that's where the signal is for who it is, and I don't know why. Maybe they just like it.
That's just weird.
It's like a foot
I
fetish or
couldn't
something. I
imagine.
don't know.
Could you imagine if that's how we greeted each other? That'd
No.
be fucking weird.
No, of course it would
yeah,
be.
that's-
It's like roosters. You ever seen how chickens mate?
No. So my neighbor has chickens the other day, and they came in my yard. But no, I don't know
Why
how
did
they
they?
mate. nor
Never
do
mind. I'm not even gonna say
I don't. The dogs were freaking out. The baby was screaming, and I look out and I was like, "Tom, there's chickens in the yard." And he was like, "You've never seen a chicken before?" Well, really not like up close like that. But no, I didn't even know they mate. Do they mate? Like, how do they mate? I want to know this. So I was told for them to produce eggs, they have to have a rooster
That
to
is
lay
correct.
eggs that have chickens in them,
Well,
right?
well, the rooster inseminates the chicken. It's the boy, you know, and the way it works, actually, roosters are rapists. So you have a rooster. It's in it is horrible. The chicken has no say so. It's not like they mate for life. It's just the rooster walks around when it sees the chicken it wants. It takes that chicken.
But they have no arms, so how,
Well, you know,
gonna
it's
have to get
a
on YouTube now,
violent,
'cause
it's a violent act. But if that was going down at the mall, yeah, it'd be a problem. You're right.
Yes,
If
yes.
that's how people made it, it'd be real weird.
that would be so
You know.
I've got to ask. I just noticed this on the table.
Yeah,
right
I've been
here.
looking at it, too.
What's
Yes,
that?
this is a gift from Mike Woodall, a rickshaw Mike or little doggy, however you prefer to know him. And we've got to get some batteries for it. But what it is you push the button and it spins around, and it's going to shock somebody.
Oh, hell no.
Oof.
No, thank you.
Yeah. So we're going to play this game as soon as we get batteries for it. By the way, let me mention, it's a great time to mention that. I bet you would, doggy. He said he'd sniff before mating.
Oh,
yeah,
my
it's
God.
always a good call. August 24th, mark your calendars at 1 p.m. It'll be at Auto Save Arcade in Bryant. It's the Mario Kart tournament. It is happening. So we're going to register. 16 will compete. I'll tell you that. We'll take registrations for more, but only the top 16 qualifiers are going to play. That's what I know. And so there will be prizes in different forms, and it's going to be a hell of a lot of fun. So it's happening, Rich.
Yes, sir.
It is happening, buddy.
Ready?
Bring in Tiana, and she's going to whoop your...
Yeah, please
what?
bring her. I don't want to hurt her.
I won't even
but-
play because it makes me sick.
that's great.
She wins.
That's great. No, that's please do.
see.
Yeah, no.
We'll see.
Listen, I'm making girls in
That's just gonna be-
Japan
you're
cry.
gonna
You
be
think I'm going
crying.
to not deal with your
Humiliated.
American kid? Come on, man. Those Japanese kids are committed.
They are. They are.
They spend time on it.
Yes.
But you have to understand, Laura and I, we have enough hours. I could have been a pilot as many hours as I've logged on Mario Kart, okay?
But you don't fly on Mario Kart though.
No, I don't have to.
Well,
I'm just saying I
it's
could
like
be
flying.
a pilot. If I'd spent that much time studying, I could be flying a plane instead of driving Mario
But you
Kart.
don't fly a plane on Mario
Just
Kart.
shut up, man.
Well, when I go off the side, I'm flying.
Yeah,
There you go.
Well,
There
you
you go.
can actually fly in the newer Mario Kart, some.
Really?
More gliding. But
Okay.
Bangor police needed the help of the fire department last week when a guy decided to climb on a homeowner's roof and wouldn't come down. They called the police at 4:30 in the morning hearing something on the roof. It ain't Santa. Cops found Stephen Nason on the roof. The fire department put a basket up to get him, but instead he jumped into it, grabbed an axe, and headed back to the roof. Then they brought in a crisis negotiator. They didn't have any, why didn't you just spray his ass till he fell? You've got a big hose. He's on the roof. Knock him off. Shit. But they called in the crisis negotiator. See, this is why we're soft now. Just blow him off the roof. If he breaks some shit, that's what happens. FAFO. Play
Thanks
stupid
for
games.
playing.
Win stupid prizes. So they got him to come off the roof and took him to the hospital for an evaluation. While temperatures soared to record-breaking new highs this summer, a new dating trend has couples cooling things off. It's called summer shading. Yeah, okay. This only means you put your relationship on ice for the summer.
Oh.
So I don't know why you would do that. I guess maybe somebody goes on vacation or something. I don't know.
I don't know. This generation's just weird.
I think it's just because, summertime isn't that, like hot bod summer you want to go, Isn't that normally the hookup season?
I mean,
don't know.
just be in an open relationship then. Shit.
Right.
Well, just don't commit to somebody.
That's
I mean, I think really that's the way it should work. This is a good news story. A baby in Port Huron, Michigan, found safe and unharmed after quite a scary ordeal. The kid was asleep in the backseat of a running vehicle when it was stolen from a gas station. Thanks to quick response of law enforcement, the baby was quickly located and reunited with the mom, but dash cam footage caught the moments as officers pursued the stolen vehicle, which eventually crashed into several parked cars.
Oh, God.
Despite the high speeds and dangerous driving, somehow no one was injured. The teen suspect taken into custody. Yeah, don't leave your car running with a baby in it.
So I've made that mistake before.
Have you?
My car got stolen.
With the baby in it?
No baby.
Oh,
Thank God. She was at daycare.
No, that's fine. That's acceptable. To leave the keys in it and running, that just makes you silly. To leave the keys in and running with your baby in it makes you
No.
Well, but I didn't want it to get hot.
Now I
Pick the
did.
baby up, carry it into the store, put it back in the seat. I know it's a lot of work, but it beats someone kidnapping your baby.
For real.
Now, I did one time lock her in the car while it was running at the gas station. Like, I was running in to pay my gas in the car.
I'll accept that.
And the police came down, and they didn't, they said, well, the car was running, you were right there, the air was running, they didn't really get on me, but I was literally, it was, how,
Of course I know.
stations here, and the car was there, I thought, I don't know how I did it. Locked the door, and I'm freaking out, and she was just in there, goo goo gaga.
Right. Check this story out. This one is, I don't know, it's interesting, huh? Making a delivery last week, Amir Ali, he's a delivery driver for Jets Pizza in Warren, Michigan. He helped save an elderly woman after discovering her unconscious at her home. When no one answered the door, despite the lights being on and a dog barking, he called the number on the order and spoke with Danielle, the woman's daughter, who put the order in. After explaining the situation, he looked through a window and saw a woman lying on the floor, prompting him to get help immediately. And then he delivered the pizza, if you know what I mean. No, I'm kidding. It's not at all what happened. She got medical attention, and they were all good from there. So that's good.
That's a good delivery driver.
Yeah, no, it is. Nearly 8 months after surviving a gunshot wound, 8-year-old Fatou Keita was honored by the NYPD. The officers from the 32nd Precinct also recognized for saving her life after she was caught in the crossfire of a gang shooting in Harlem. She'd been eating pizza with her family when a stray bullet struck her in the abdomen. The officers rushed her to the hospital after realizing the ambulance wouldn't come quickly enough. And one of the police officers was a former EMT with about 20 years experience and got her stabilized and all that. But they got her a brand new bike and brought it to her. Like, man, I got shot in the stomach. Well, you're bringing me a bike?
Right.
Come on.
Not riding a bike anytime
Worth
soon.
more than that, right? Metallica saved the day for the Tomorrowland Festival. Apparently, a fire destroyed their main stage in Belgium July 16th, and they weren't sure they were going to be able to do the festival. Metallica stepped in and donated parts from their M72 World Tour stage, flew it in from Austria. Organizers rebuilt the stage overnight, and the show opened as scheduled July 18th.
They're world-class guys, man. They're good people.
They are, man. They seem like they're super good folks. They really do. The band Sublime has released Ensenada, their first original studio track with Jacob Noel as lead singer. He's the son of the late frontman Bradley Noel.
Yep.
Yeah, now fronts Sublime alongside Bud Gow and Eric Wilson. So Ensenada carries Sublime's classic sound, features a music video with tour and studio footage. It marks the band's first new full song since he joined the group.
Nice.
So that's pretty cool.
That is, man.
I mean, it's been a long
And he
time.
really sounds a lot like his
Does he?
dad, man. Like,
Oh, you've heard it?
Yeah, I've heard him
Oh,
sing
wow.
before. Yeah,
That's
it's
awesome.
scary. But
That's
yeah.
cool, though. Good for them, man. They just had to wait around for 20 years.
Right?
Yeah, hurry up and grow up, kid. I'm broke. We need to tour. I need to put out a song, man. Come on.
That's funny.
I Prevail has announced they're going to release their fourth album, Violent Nature, on September 19th via Fearless Records.
They are crushing right now. They're
Yeah.
having some of the biggest numbers they've ever had.
They just dropped that third single, Rain, with a video. Eric Vandenberg said Rain was one of the first songs they wrote and remains a favorite. Before this, they released singles Violent Nature and Into Hell.
Yep.
This album marks a new chapter with Eric as the sole lead singer, and the record features 10 powerful tracks produced by bassist John Eberlin. The sole lead singer, there was who was the other lead singer?
Yeah, so they had kind of an interesting dynamic going for a minute. So they had like two co-singers essentially. They had like a screamer, which was Eric, who's also doing cleans now, but they had a clean vocalist too by the name of Brian Burkheiser.
Okay.
I never met Brian, but we had a mutual friend and a guy named Jamie Vendera. Jamie's a vocal coach. He coaches like Miles Kennedy, the dude's in Starset. He was on Mythbuster for like screaming at that wine glass and breaking it.
Oh yeah.
And him and Brian developed a vocal device called the Dr. Vox.
Okay.
And I use it quite a bit, like before I go on stage.
Is it
and all
like
that
a
kind of
rock
stuff.
box? What is it?
It's a vocal massager.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I got you.
And so it's one of those that kind of helps just get the throat ready before you go out on stage.
Yeah.
And all that.
Does
so, it? You know what? You know what?
What?
It's wild. But yeah, no, him and Brian developed that. But Brian stepped down from the band recently and all that, which he's saying he's going to do some solo stuff. We'll see.
Okay.
Wish both camps the best, though. I mean, they're all good people in that camp and all that. Brian's killing it. I Prevail's killing it. It's one of those that, all you can do is just wish the best for both
So you say
sides
I
of it.
Prevail's killing right now, though.
Oh, dude, they're having some of the biggest numbers they've ever had.
That's great. Well, good for them.
Yeah, they're hitting the Danny Wimmer circuit real hard right now. They just did Incarceration this past weekend. They're crushing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's great.
But what's their favorite cartoon?
It's a good question.
It is a
good
great question.
If they're at Louder in Life in September, I'll go
Ronnie
ask
said he
them.
also sang for Drowning Pool.
Not Brian. We could be talking about a different guy. What's up, though, Ron? How you doing, buddy? He came out to the show in Nashville, man.
Yeah,
It was,
I heard he did.
It was so good to see Ronnie.
Yeah, I bet it was.
Yeah.
Superman still flying high. Took the #1 spot in the box office again.
Have y'all watched it?
I haven't. 57 million. The movie held well from its debut weekend, only dropping 54%. It's already gone past 400 million. Jurassic World Rebirth still has its teeth sunk in. It pulled in another 23 million. The remake or sequel, I guess, if I Know What You Did Last Summer, didn't do well. 13 million. Smurfs, yeah, it sucked ass. 11 million. And so sorry about it. What were you going to say though about Superman?
I went and watched it.
Oh, did you?
I've got thoughts.
Let's pause because I want to hear those thoughts. First of all, I've been very intrigued by this. I listened to Henry Cavill talk about how disappointed he really was he didn't get to continue. But they wanted to start, according to Gunn, with a younger cast, which, he's recasting everybody. So I guess even Momoa's probably out.
Yeah.
I know Wonder Woman is out. All of them. Ben Affleck, all the Batmans, all the Jokers, they're all out.
Yeah.
I just don't understand, why do they keep remaking these? Like, are they just going to keep remaking them for the rest of our existence?
That is correct.
Why?
Because they're
Why
cool.
can't we just have one good one and just let it be a classic?
It's just, it just doesn't work that way. People like their heroes,
It's men are in charge, and they do.
That's what it is. We're in charge. Yeah, no, that's exactly what we're in charge. Go to my house and tell me I'm in charge. Come on. Yeah, let's find out. But anyway, go ahead. So what thoughts about it? I mean, I've heard some mixed things about this.
So I'm not saying it's a bad movie. It's good. You'll have fun when you go watch it and all that.
Okay.
But for me, Man of Steel will always be the gold standard for a Superman movie. And not to be one of those dudes, but I still wish we could have gotten the Snyder version of Justice League 2 and 3. We finally got the Snyder cut of Justice League 1.
Yeah.
It was amazing. I wish they'd have just kept on with that. I trust James Gunn. He'll do good. He'll kill it. I'd rather have any Superman than no Superman. So I'll go watch any of the new ones.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So how was David Corn? What was his name? Corn Sweat?
Oh, he did great.
He was good.
Oh yeah, with what he was given, he did real good. The movie's not bad, but it's just when you go from Man of Steel to that, it's just come on.
So what was lacking in the movie relative to what you hold Man of Steel up that high? So what did this one lack that one had?
I mean, just not being it. It just as weird as it sounds to say, just it not
That
being.
just ain't it.
Yeah, it just ain't it.
Okay,
You know what I mean?
fair enough.
It felt like the Fast and Furious of Superman movies, where you're going in for a good time, not a quality time. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, I get
you
you,
know
I
what I
get
mean?
you. Well, apparently, people are at least interested. They're going to see it in big numbers. So we'll find out, what's going to happen next as far as DC goes.
Yeah.
Shark Week, apparently. I like shark stuff. Are you a Shark Week guy?
I need to be.
Rich, are you a Shark Week guy?
I've watched a couple of things. It's pretty good, yeah.
All right. Well, today
Enjoy the
it's
Snarknado.
Yeah. Oh,
15.
Sharknado.
Yeah,
No Sharknadoes for me. If you go to Tubi, you can see some of the worst creature feature type things like that ever. I mean, man, there's some of them. I don't even understand how they made the cut because the CGI is so bad, so horrible that you just. I literally started laughing. I said, "Lord, look at this dinosaur. This is because anything with dinosaurs, I'll check it out. Even Godzilla, But this was so bad. I was just laughing, going, "Looks like they super glued that shit on there. It's terrible." So today you have Great White Sex Battle. Male and female great whites compete in a series of challenges to determine the inferior sex. I don't know how that works. Jaws versus Mega Croc, and In the Eye of the Storm. So that's today on Shark Week. They've got things, of course, as you know, all week long. They do it every year.
Right.
Let's see if there's anything else here. Let's get into sports so we can go take a break and do something else for a minute.
Brandon is out sick today.
Yes, Brandon is out sick. He is out sick. Superman's dog is the biggest star, Ronnie said.
Oh, dude, that dog was so good in the movie.
That's a problem I had with the movie was that damn dog. It's like Scrappy Doo. I don't want you there. You're ruining it. Keep it to humans. There's no Kryptonian dogs. God damn it. I'm sorry. I apologize. That is wrong. It's Monday. A drama-free Sunday saw Scotty Scheffler card a 68 to wrap up the Open Championship. He finished the tournament at 17 under, 4 strokes ahead of second place in a contest there was never a doubt. He's now the 4th player ever to score 68 or better in all 4 rounds. It was his 2nd major win of the year and the 3rd leg of a career Grand Slam. Shannon Sharp paid up probably a lot of money. On Friday, Tony Busby, that's an attorney, announced that there had been a settlement in the lawsuit between Jane Doe and Shannon Sharp. Doe's suit accused Sharp of rape and sought $50 million for pain, suffering, psychological, emotional stress, mental anguish, all the things that go with it. Sharp had denied the allegations. His lawyers referred to the suit as a shakedown. The matter's now closed. The suit has been addressed, and no details on what the settlement were. So, I don't know. I mean, I guess good that you got money out of it. If it did happen, then I'm glad you got money out of it. But man, anytime somebody says, "No, I'll just take the money and go," it makes me a little sketch. And I'm not saying listen, you might have an attorney going, "Listen, you can take this all the way and you might get nothing.
Right.
Or you can take $10 million right now and be rich the rest of your life. What are you going to do?" And I kind of get that because I'd be like, well, shit, that's a lot of counseling. I'll take $10 million. I mean, I guess I could plausibly see that. But I think if somebody really, I want them to pay, not money. I want them to pay.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Sources say a major investigation into huge sports memorabilia fraud schemes underway. We hope you hadn't been buying this stuff. Police in Westfield, Indiana, executed 2 raids, confiscated a couple semis with contraband, also a dead body, but that's a whole different thing. But millions of athlete autographs forged, holograms under the company name of Mr. Man Cave. They also claim Mr. Man Cave had dealt away millions of autographs and business in excess of $350 million. So if you bought something from Mr. Man Cave,
It's probably not real.
you might want to get that re-authenticated. It's probably not real. Darren Shark Sex, yeah, apparently on Shark Week, you can get that going. They probably have their own OnlyFans at this point, don't you think?
Only
I
fins.
would- OnlyFans. Damn it, Rich. Damn it, Rich. Damn it. That is so good, man. I got to do this. Let's do this then. Oh, my God. Everything's mixed up.
Well, take care. I know how you want it to be. I know exactly what you expect. But if you're out and see me, you better damn well come correct. You better damn well come correct. Come correct. Through the rubble I rise, after being left for dead. And now I'm looking for trouble. All my gauges are red.
All right, here we go. Here we go. Everybody's back. It is Patrick and the people. It is Monday. We'll get through it together.
Richard, you wearing house shoes?
I mean,
Nope, he's not, little
I
doggy.
was
There's
gonna say,
some
they're like
knockoff Hey Dudes.
Yeah.
Some hey dudes.
Knockoff Hey
Oh,
Dudes.
okay. All right. I don't. Are those like Toms?
I lost my sneakers.
Oh my gosh.
How do you lose?
I don't know if I left them at a venue or what, but they just
They're
they
just gone.
disappeared. They're gone. I thought, like, oh, maybe, they got
You need
stuck
to-
underneath a
listen,
chair
bro,
or a couch
bro,
or something,
bro.
but
You need to hit up Brad Elkins.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yep.
Yeah, you know he runs
Brad's
the.
the sneaker man.
that is true. I
Yeah,
did forget about
Brad
that.
help you get you.
I'm gonna talk to him.
I bet Brad could help you get a nice pair of sneakers,
I
man.
bet you, man.
Yeah.
Have to go hit them. Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
time to leave him in the dumpster at closing time.
No,
Right?
I wasn't talking about like that.
Oh, okay.
I like what you. I like the way you think, though. No, that's a real buddy right there.
That is, there you
check
go.
the dumpster at 5. All right, all right. So check this out. This was a big problem apparently. Apparently, there's a big sex festival going on in the UK.
I saw this morning.
Yeah, it's the country's biggest annual swingers festival.
Oh, that's so weird.
It has sparked noise complaints from the locals, outraged by all the, well, you know what sounds are going on. Oh, yeah. It says swing-a-thon.
Swing-a-thon.
It's called swing-a-thon, people. Swing-a-thon 2025 is taking place this weekend, or this past weekend, in the town of Ellington. That's a couple hours north of London. It had 1,000 attendees. That's more than the number of residents who live in the village, which has a population of about 897. Yeah. So the 3-day festival of freak play tents, pole dancing, foam parties, mobile dungeons, sex games like butt plug bingo.
Oh my god.
I just read that as a grown-ass man. I just read the phrase butt plug bingo. That's a game.
I'm visualizing.
Yeah, I'm trying to think, I guess, do they all lay down on, or how does they?
They're probably like
No, I mean,
propped up
oh,
against the
yeah,
wall.
maybe so.
Yeah,
I
and
just-
then- oh, Jesus.
That's great. No, that's great. I mean, who's the Vanna White of that? That's what I want to know. The annual festival began back in 2020 and has become bigger every year. The locals said, one of them said, we're becoming known as the swingers capital of England just because of this festival. And that's not the title we want. It's mostly elderly people and families here. So you can imagine them spitting their tea out when they learned they were going to be the home of Swing-a-thon. He said it's usually the talk of the village. Well, I bet it is. I bet it is. In recent years, residents have publicly complained about the loud moaning sounds coming from the site.
God, can you imagine trying to explain that to your kids?
Brad Elkins said, "Oh, 69."
Oh, 69. That's correct. Yeah, no, explaining it to the kids, they're going to be in bed, right?
I mean, so is everybody else.
Yeah, apparently,
Well,
yeah,
so you
that's
think
true.
this festival's only going on at night?
Well, that's a good point. Yeah, that's a good point.
Saying.
You
And
know,
if
I
it's a small
thought,
village,
Sponsored by Pineapple and KY Jelly.
yeah, oh, that's
Baby
right.
oil, Johnson
Yeah,
& Johnson.
yeah, Dole Pineapple.
Yeah.
Brought to you by Dole. Yeah, I thought it was a big thing having the orgy dome at Burning Man, but this is insane. This is a whole festival around banging each other. And I mean, man, it's got to be like the ultimate network meeting.
And I had read earlier, they said like some of the tents have different themes within the festival.
Oh, yeah?
Like one's like a stripper tent, one's like, I don't know.
Well, where's that story at?
I don't know, man. It was on, here, I'll have to look and see.
Here, let me just, here, I want to pull up another version just to find that
Right.
stuff because swing-a-thon.
Everybody's
Oh, no, I typed in sing-a-thon. That's a whole different thing. Not as fun, I promise you. Okay, here's the, they have an official website.
Oh, see, there you go.
Yeah, see, I would worry about HR, but I'm HR. So I'm not getting on to me. Yeah, here it is, man. Ready? Click here. Oh, yeah, check out they've got other events too. Oh, yeah, no, they're serious.
Yeah, see, that's what it's like.
Yeah. It's serious. Okay, here we go. Wow, yeah. This is wild. They have a full staff. They got everything, man.
Interesting.
Hold on, I'm trying to find out where
He's booking reservations right now for next year.
Yeah, I just booked my tickets for 2026.
He's like, oh, I accidentally entered my credit card information.
I
Damn.
don't know how that happened. What happened?
What did I do? Oh, my history got deleted. Oh, look, my page is all shut down again.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Oh, Turkey, I see
Okay.
you popping up in the comments. I still need to come by the range at some point.
Yes.
Yeah.
They had the Road to Swing-a-thon, which was a casino night. That's funny. So then now they have glamping tents. They offer glamping tents for you know why. You know why they have glamping tents. Now, what does each tent come with? 2 doubles using thick foam mattresses, Indian covers over the top of the mattresses, colorful cushions, small tray table with a placemat, small plant, and a hurricane light, because you need the plant.
Hey, you gotta set the mood.
Colorful rugs, a cloth lantern, a mirror, outside solar lights, and bulb light. You see, the outside light is not just to light things up.
So wait.
You have to symbol what you got going and when.
This is outside, like actual camping.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Do they shower?
Well, I would assume they have that, but let's
Well, how
go
do
to
you
the
shower when you're
FAQ. Let's go to the FAQ. Do we need to bring anything when we stay in the glamping tents? Is there a water supply? Here we go. Oh, wait. Is there facilities to wash? Showers are on site,
Okay.
and passes can be purchased when booking, and you'll be supplied with a wristband.
So
You have to
gotta
buy
pay
a shower pass.
There's probably some.
There is a main water supply. Are there facilities to wash pots and pans? Yeah, who cares? Are dogs allowed? No.
Oh my gosh.
No. And you know why?
God, no.
You know why?
Yeah.
Because they'll run right up in the middle of that and start sniffing your ass. And that is a weird place to be if you've ever had it happen. Not that I have. Or maybe. Maybe once. Is this a sex festival? Straight answer to your question, it says no, but that's a lie.
Yeah.
It definitely is a sex festival. Will there be trained first aiders and security? Most definitely. Yeah. Does my ticket include accommodation? No. It only entitles you to enter and a camping pitch. Do we need to bring anything when we stay at the glamping sites? Bring your own bedding. Electric is included for glamping tents only. Yeah. That's great, man. This sounds like a great thing. They have sponsors, actually, which is awesome. I mean, just the fact you can look who the sponsor is right there.
I told you, man.
Pineapple.
I told you it had to be
Now, this
sponsored
one's
by
Pineapple Lifestyle. It's
Right.
not dull, but still, it's just pineapple. That is great, man. That is great. How comfortable on a scale of 1 to 10 would you be going to that event?
It's not for me.
Yeah, no.
It's not for me.
No, not for you.
It's not for me.
No, you sure?
Yeah, I'm sure.
I mean, you answered. Listen, do you want to stop and think about it? I think you're rushing here. I'm going to come back to you. Rich, what do you think? Swing-a-thon? Is this? Would you get down to swing-a-thon?
Yeah, no.
No, not for you.
No, not for me.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm pretty positive.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's one left at the table here. What do you think, T-Mac?
Nope. I ain't participating. No shit like that.
No, she said no shit like that. No. No, it's a no for me, dog. It's a little pitchy. It's a no for me.
Yeah, that's yeah.
No. Early birds get entered to win the pounding ass hammer. Yeah. No, the golden showers are free. Yeah, no, that's That's probably true as well. No, it's.
The ground pound.
I can't imagine. I wonder if you have to be in a couple to even go. Probably not.
Don't
I
they
don't
have
know.
a cruise? Like I've heard.
They
of
do,
They
yeah.
do. They have a big
cruise
swinger
cruise,
cruise. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, can you imagine if, and I assume you can't accidentally book it, but could you imagine if you did?
Yeah.
You know, you're just going, you know, you're on, you know, maybe your 5th anniversary trip. It's you and your wife, you know, you saved up all year and you end up on the bang boat,
Yeah.
you know, and it's like, oh,
I'd be taking
shit.
a rescue boat.
Yeah. I'm going to stay in the Bahamas and I'll see y'all later.
Wasn't there a cruise ship that like broke down in the middle of COVID because no one could like go to the bathroom or
Yeah.
something like?
Well, it wasn't in. Well, it was. Yeah. It was.
You're
the
talking
poop
about
cruise.
the poop cruise?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was on, not at that time, but after that, I was on it.
There's
Were
a.
you scared? I would have been scared.
No, I figured to get that ship back in service, they had to do ridiculous shit. So I was like, pardon the pun there, to get it back. And I was like, no, it's probably the cleanest it's ever been right now.
Have you seen the Netflix documentary on it?
I
They
don't.
have a
I-
documentary.
Yes, dude. Watch it.
You liked
It
it?
is. Oh, dude. It was hilarious.
Yeah.
It was because like they have like real testimonial from all like the passengers and
Sure.
stuff that were on it. So they're all talking about like how people were. So they basically came over the speakers and they were like, "Hey, the toilets aren't working. Like, if you have to go, do number 1 in the showers, and we're gonna come around and hand out all these red bags for number 2."
No.
And then, yeah, dude. Yeah. And then like the air
You know how much
conditioning
booze
shut
is
off.
being
So,
consumed there?
well,
There's
so
a
they
lot of backdoor blowouts going on.
they had shut the whole like bar down for a while, and then like they had food, but it was like they only had so much, and so eventually it got limited. But then like day 4 of being stuck on the ocean and passengers getting like pissed off, they were like, screw it, open bar for everybody. And dude, it was
Oh man.
No, the open bar now they're gonna have to really shit.
right. That's when
I mean, this
everything
is a
started.
bad idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, open bar is a bad idea there. I
Speaking
think.
about, swinging people that like to sleep with other people, did you catch out that the CEO that got caught at the Coldplay concert
yeah,
came out
yeah.
with a statement?
Oh, hold on, but I don't think that statement was real. I saw that was a faux statement.
Oh, okay.
I did. I saw that was a bogus statement. He did resign though.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's the
I didn't
CEO,
hear that, but yeah.
and apparently, if you don't know the story, and I think everybody knows the story now, but these clowns who were having an affair went to a Coldplay concert, and the kiss cam comes around, and there they were all hugged up. And, I mean, he nearly dove on the floor to get away, and she just turned her head, and they basically called him out for it. And then, wouldn't you know, he's the CEO of a company and married.
You got to know though, whoever filmed that clip, they got to be doing so good money wise right now.
Oh, dude,
That
yeah.
thing on TikTok.
No, you're right about that.
There's
I bet
been so
somebody
many
probably got
memes that
rich.
came out about that. Hey,
No, it's you're done, Chief. I mean, if your lady stays with you, I mean, why?
we haven't talked about this yet, and I don't know if you know anything, but Scotty Thorpe had commented on Facebook. He said, you may have talked about it, but the parents of the kids at, forgive me if I mispronounce this, but it's Uvalde, Texas, right?
Yes.
All right. So the parents of the kids at Uvalde, Texas are suing Call of Duty and Meta for causing the shooting at the school, apparently.
Really?
Yeah. I haven't heard anything about
I don't think that they're going to get anywhere with that. I'll be honest with you. I think there's a high bar there, and I think people have tried many times to do this.
Didn't they try to like sue Marilyn Manson when that
Columbine
happened? And
There have been a lot of people who've been sued like that, video games, different things for causing these, and they can never connect that dot. Just because you have the Call of Duty gun or whatever, and I don't think he even had that. But even if he did, doesn't mean that's you know what I mean.
Right.
Look, how many people have played Call of Duty now at this point?
Oh, gosh. I think everybody.
I'm just going to say conservatively, many millions. Is that fair?
Yeah.
Okay. And how many shootings happen?
Right.
Okay. So even though every one of them's horrible, every single one of them are horrible. Man, if it was that causing it, you'd have everybody be rolling out blasting people. But they're not. They're not all dressing up like Call of Duty, or they're not dressing up like, the Chief in Halo. I mean, it's hard to tie. Do I think people are desensitized? Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we've become very desensitized between not just that, but with, movies, games, TV shows. I mean, look, sex used to be something that we didn't really talk about that openly. And now you have somebody named, what is it, Sexy Red? Is that right?
Oh, God.
And I mean, she's just a porn and a song. I mean, it's just like song porn. I mean, and good for her, I guess. I mean, whatever. But, it's not hard to rhyme with butthole, but whatever, that's her bag. And apparently she's getting a bag doing it, so that'd be like suing Sexy Red because your 16-year-old daughter got pregnant. I can't blame Sexy Red for that. I can blame culture. I can say, we're not doing a very good job sometimes parenting, or maybe we're not listening well enough, or whatever, not dialed in. But I can't blame Call of Duty for that. My kids couldn't play Call of Duty till they were a certain age,
Right.
and even then there was a restricted and unrestricted mode, and we tried to govern that as best we could. I'm sure they snuck it, but we just didn't allow them as much time doing that all the time. And plus, we were very close with our boys.
It's the parents' responsibility, though, to teach them
I
that
agree.
guns are not,
It
and I
is.
take it very serious. My nephew was killed by a gun.
Yeah.
An accident. It was an accident. And it's just it's an adult's responsibility to teach a child a gun is not a toy,
It
It's
is.
a tool.
Right.
You're right about that, and we've talked about that many times. But you also have to understand that not every family unit has two parents who are active and involved and aware.
Right.
Number two, even if they do, they may be completely ignorant to guns or to video games or whatever their kids are doing,
And
because
even that you can't control
now
other
I'm not absolving them from any guilt.
Oh yeah, no.
Even if you have to work all the time, I get it's tough, but you got to somehow
Right.
you got to stay connected,
Yes.
as much as possible. But it's sometimes, I did see recently they held some parents, they charged them with one of these shooters that
That was up in Michigan.
the one that,
that they charged the parents with.
yeah. And they keep trying, it's like suing the gun maker. They keep trying to do that, sue these gun manufacturers.
It's
but
not the gun manufacturers,
look,
though, at the end of the day.
what do you think happens more every year? Do more people get shot, or do more people have car accidents? I'm asking, what do you think? Yeah, by far and away, it's car accidents.
Yeah.
Far and away, it's car
Think so?
accidents.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
no,
haven't
it's
looked
far
at the
and away.
research, but I
Yeah.
feel like lately.
And so, here, I'll give you a better one. What do you think the number one killer in the country is?
Cigarettes, alcohol.
No,
Oh,
no. What's the number one thing people die from? Medical person. Heart attack.
Oh.
Heart attack's the number one killer in the country. Are they suing McDonald's? Are they taking them down?
They need to.
Every place that we have? No. I mean, it's a cultural thing, and we all want a boogeyman. We all want a villain to blame.
Right.
But the only blame is the culture.
Yep.
In general, we have to shift that. We have to have those conversations. We have to teach safety. You can't just put your head in the sand and go, there's never going to be a weapon around here. You're never going to touch it, because when they do, it's going to be all exotic.
Yep.
They're not going to know what they're doing. They're going to mess up.
That's why we need a song like With Arms Wide Open by Creed to reunite the whole country again.
I don't.
Good morning, Betty.
I think I just, I'm pretty sure I just.
It's a great song.
Hey, what's going on here? This button isn't working. Well, okay. Hey, you know what we do have? Check this out. We do have a great interview. Hold on. Super excited here on Patrick and the People to have Matthew Clark in the house today. Matthew Clark is a former contestant on The Blocks with myself of season 22 alum, and also the creator and driving force behind Second Chance. First of all, let's talk a little bit about The Blocks and your experience there. Now, I know that we've been threatened with life and limb not to say anything about the results, but you can talk about the experience. How was your experience?
My experience on the blocks was absolutely wonderful. I had never done a TV show like that before, so it was really great to just be in that moment and just be challenged. When we're given the opportunity to rise to the occasion like that, it just does wonders for you. You just got to swallow those nerves and go for it.
That's
and,
right.
I learned a lot about business while I was there. You never stop learning, and I love the experience through and through.
What would you say, to you, the greatest takeaway from that experience has been?
The greatest takeaway, would be that's a really good question. I think that no matter how much you prepare for something, you just have to be in the moment. You just have to, not be afraid to be yourself and be natural. When you're authentic, people are going to accept you, and ironically, you're going to perform better. So,
Yeah,
no
no,
amount of preparation preparing is good. Don't get me wrong, but you really just have to be yourself.
yeah, no, I think that's a great takeaway, that authenticity, particularly in today's marketplace, is the currency people value the most.
Absolutely.
For me, the best takeaway was the network of people that I met. People just such as yourself and all the other entrepreneurs, not only of Season 22, but the other Blocks alum. It's been really great to connect with all these different people from different backgrounds and different business concepts and things of that nature. And I think that was a big win for me to walk away with that. So
Absolutely, me too. I mean, it's how I'm here on the show today.
that's
so.
right. That's right. So tell me about Second Chance, Matt. First of all, where are you from? Let's start there. Where are you located?
I'm from Savannah, Georgia, born and raised,
Okay.
and that's where we are based.
Okay. I was not Savannah area, but spent a good amount of time in Atlanta. I was stationed over at Fort Gordon, Georgia, and so I got over to Atlanta a lot, but not Savannah. Is it a nice area?
Yeah, it's a wonderful town. Beautiful, historic city. Lots to do, lots to see, lots of tourism.
Okay.
Lots of history.
Is that where the Chrisleys are from?
The Chrisleys?
Yeah. Are they from Savannah, Georgia?
I'm not familiar with them.
The famous reality show, Chrisley Knows Best? No, not familiar.
It could be. It does ring a little bit of a bell now.
I think they might have, at least originally, if they're not there now. All right. So tell us about, what is Second Chance? Tell me about it.
Now, Second Chance is a social media platform. It is on Google Play and the Apple App Store. And what it does is it connects you to the people and places around you proximally. So as you're navigating the world, you're going to get notifications with a second chance to connect with that person or that place or that event or whatever it is. And you can you can remember them, you can see their posts, see their content, and start engaging with them through the app. So it's kind of like your social companion.
Okay. So how, in the landscape of all the social medias that are out there, and I think you would admit there's a lot of them out there, right? A lot of choices.
Yeah, it's the biggest mobile app section.
Absolutely. So with all of those out there, what is it that sets Second Chance apart? What makes it special? And what makes somebody want to go, yeah, let me create a new social media account over here?
Yeah. Well, Second Chance, as I mentioned, it connects you proximally. So it gives you a deeper connection and a better opportunity to meet and interact with the people and places that you're around. And it's a much simpler place. It kind of reminds you of the time when social media was a little more innocent. It's a lot less crowded, and it's noisy. We're not backed up by an algorithm that's always trying to sell you something.
Okay, that's a plus.
It's a more genuine, just human place to be.
So it's really meant to connect you with those in your immediate area.
Yes.
More so, as opposed to just everywhere. It tries to dial you into events, businesses, and people in your specific area. And you can interact with all of these via your app. Is that correct?
Yes,
Okay.
absolutely.
Okay.
So if you're traveling to a new city, to a new downtown area, you're instantly going to be connected to the people and the places there.
Now, does it use tracking to know where you are so that it can to construct it that way to feed you the right things?
It does, yes.
That's
Yeah. So
very
when
cool.
you turn on the little permission when you sign up, and you start using the app.
Yeah. Now, when did you launch the app?
So we launched officially here in Savannah on Valentine's Day,
Oh,
actually.
did you? Okay,
We
that's
had
cool.
yeah, it was great. And we had a launch party at Barrel House South in downtown Savannah, which was super fun. It was a great turnout, and we had a lot of downloads and got a lot of people on it and a lot of feedback. And the local news did a story on us.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, so that was awesome. Shout
I
out to
bet it
Frank.
was.
And so yeah, the community's been really supportive and along our journey. And our social media features, we actually just went live with last week. So we're gearing up for a new phase of growth.
So
and a
what
new
will
phase.
what will that entail, Matt?
Well, right now, going back to the concentric circles from the blocks, I'm taking a lot of local initiative with local businesses, offering to help onboard them, putting a face to a name, actually going in and explaining the value that they can get from the app,
Right.
and helping them onboard it, maybe get their first post out, get their first few photos up. And what that does for me is it helps, it gives me a lot to work with. It gives me a lot of feedback, and helps it be a more personable experience to the initial users. Because eventually I want to go big scale and perhaps do influencer marketing and things like that.
Okay.
But before then, it's my job to make sure the systems are in place, that we can handle a big boom like that. So that's what I'm working up towards.
Now, obviously, you're in Charleston and I'm here in Little Rock. But if Savannah, I'm sorry, I said Charleston, Savannah. But if I log on here in Little Rock, it's going to dial into my area, right? Is that how it would work?
Yes. So right now, I made a tactical decision to tactical. It sounds so fancy, but so I put everyone in the feed for now, and the reason is a lot of social apps, they have fake profiles.
Gotcha.
So going back to the authenticity thing, I didn't want people who were in further away places from Savannah to get on the app and not be able to see anybody and then get off and be like, what's this?
Right.
You know what I mean? So right now I'm showing everyone in the feed. So you're going to connect with everyone that's on the app for now.
Wherever they may be from. Yeah.
Yeah. But proximally, you will still be notified when you're around that person, giving you the opportunity to connect with them, more locally. And as we grow, I'm going to be separating the profiles into, those specific areas.
To the regional space. Yeah.
Yeah. Because I just thought it just fit the direction I want to go. I don't want to have fake profiles. I don't want to have to, be fake like that. I think that we can be open and honest with our customers, and as we grow along the way,
Well, social media is a great tool for marketing and connection, but I think all of us know that most of the social medias we have become littered with all kinds of stuff in there. It happens. Whether it's people that you followed that you haven't ever unfollowed, whether it's advertisers, whether it's whatever it may be that's being pushed out there. But this sounds like it gives you an opportunity to really build a core local network. And that can be beneficial for social stuff, be beneficial for dating, it'd be beneficial for business. So a lot of practical daily use could be done with this, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And, it goes back to a little bit of what y'all were talking about on the show earlier. Why is it that we're more connected than ever, but we feel in a way less connected than ever before too?
Right.
And the word connect is thrown around so much. I think it's just lost its meaning. We're not, obviously there's not going to be a world where everyone's chatting over text with each other all the time to complete strangers. But what we can do is we can improve how people feel in the moment and how people interact and feel accepted and feel present in their surroundings
Yeah.
and feel comfortable meeting new people and feel comfortable going to a new place and having resources available, resources available to them and be able to learn and integrate with wherever they're going and have a good time, meet people, whatever their goal may be.
Sure.
I think that Second Chance really, really helps do that.
So if people want to try this out, they just simply either go to the App Store or Google Play, and they search for Second Chance, right? And
Yep. Yeah. Go to the App Store or Google Play, and it should be the third or fourth one down. Look for the dark blue logo,
Okay.
Second Chance.
Yeah.
Or they can go to secondchanceirl.com.
Okay, secondchanceirl.com, which for the uninitiated, and I think most people know IRL, in real life.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what that stands for. For those who don't know that, yeah. That's exciting. It sounds like you've really got something here. Do you feel like that, since you've launched, that you had good support and you're starting to see the results of the work and the efforts you put in, the passion you put into it?
Yeah, absolutely. It's been such a rewarding experience. I'm actually working on a professional certificate right now for coding, and I'm about halfway through that. But when I started the app, I hired a developer, and we're still working together. But I've grown so much as a person, just every single day. And what I do today, I know is going to pay off in 6 months.
Right.
So we're doing everything that we need to do to prepare to be big.
Right, absolutely. You're building out the infrastructure.
Users with us. Yeah.
That is great, man. That is great. So what is the next phase for you?
The next phase is to continue to grow locally. I would like to do work with some of the tourist entities here, like Visit Savannah and some of those sites. I also want to work with some of the local colleges here. I would like to get a lot of younger users on there, and get some feedback from them, and then eventually start working with some influencers and really grow on a bigger scale.
Yeah. Maybe get some TikTok and some Instagram type folks. Seems to be where a lot of the influencers live these days.
Yeah, and if you're an aspiring content creator, Second Chance is a great place to start. You can leverage all the work that we're doing to grow along with our platform.
Well, here
we're not huge yet, but we're going to grow, and if you're on our platform, you're going to stand out.
Well, that's what I was going to say. Is the benefit of something like this from a marketing perspective is, right now it's not as crowded as it once will be. At some point in the future, the exponential growth hits, and there's a lot of folks on there all wanting to get a message out, right? But now, you're going to stand out because there aren't as many bodies on there. Your body can really stand out versus showing up on a TikTok or Instagram where, there's a gazillion billion people competing for that same real estate in that same moment, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
So it's a unique opportunity as a content creator or, someone who's a marketer trying to get out there with a particular product or service that may benefit those people. Man, what an opportunity to be an early adopter and take advantage of this pool, this barrel full of fish, so to speak.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? It sounds exciting, man. It sounds exciting. Man, when you're not doing that, what do you like to do? Is that all your life right now, or do you do other things too sometimes?
Well, I like to work out, and actually this afternoon I'm taking my mom and both of my nephews, to the movies. And I like to go out and enjoy downtown Savannah sometimes. I caught the fireworks on the 4th of July. And just an all-American guy, just a regular guy trying to do extraordinary things.
Hey, man, ain't that all of us, baby? Ain't that all of us? Well, ladies and gentlemen, Matt is a great individual. He was a competitor on The Block season 22. Our season has not dropped yet. It will be a little bit down the road, but you want to keep an eye on him in that. And as well, check out secondlifeirl.com.
secondchanceirl.com.
Yeah, secondchanceirl.com or go to the App Store or Play and download Second Chance. Look for the dark blue logo, right?
Yeah.
All right, man. This is exciting. I'm excited for you. So thankful to have had you on. I'm going to check out the social media and see what it's about and see how I can get involved.
Yeah, come vibrate higher on Second Chance with us. We'd love to have you.
All right, man. Looking forward to it. Thank you again, Matt.
Thank you, Patrick.
All right, and we are back. Good interview. Enjoyed him very, very much. All right, I feel like we hadn't done this in a minute, so let's do this. Where's my button at, man?
I'm afraid now. Wait, which button are we looking for?
Oh yeah. Well, I'm looking for the one that normally would say this shit ain't funny.
Oh.
No.
Since I heard that one.
Did you delete it?
It may have accidentally gotten deleted.
Listen up now, tell you a story without a doubt, it's kind of gory.
Yeah, I could just
should be
make
there.
Luke sing it.
Yeah.
Shit, man.
We'll get it back
Now,
on there,
what am I
man.
supposed to do now?
Man, this shit ain't
No,
funny.
I
know
mean
what I'm saying?
you think you can drag it over there that quickly? Hold on, let's see if he can do this magic. Thank you, Matt Clark. I appreciate you, buddy. It was a great interview. Enjoyed having you on, and look forward to seeing what happens next with your social media and everything. It's pretty amazing what you've done so far. You got anything going? Oh, what's going on the screen there?
Uh-oh.
All right,
Don't worry about that.
don't worry about it. Pay no
can't see
attention.
it.
Oh, they can't see it. Okay, only I can panic on my end. No, I was hoping they were going to panic too. Like, what's happening?
Yeah.
No. No pressure, Rich.
Yeah.
Here, I'll give you some. Yeah.
Talk,
All right, go ahead, Luke. Just start singing.
right?
Never made it as a wise man.
Oh, look. Let's see what happens here. Let's see if he can pull this off, because this would be impressive. This will be a feat if you do this, Rich. This will be iconic.
Rich, if you pull this off.
Should be on your board now. See if
Man, I see it. I just don't believe it. Let's see. You ready?
Well, what do you know?
That's iconic right there. That's a
What do
baller.
you know?
That's a baller right there. Yeah, come on.
There you go, bro. Got you.
Listen up now, I'll tell you
That's
a
how we do it
story.
around here.
Without a doubt, it's kind of gory. It's the worst news you
those
could
other
ever
shows.
hear. Things just like
They
this
ain't got no
make
Rich
fear.
Rockwell.
Lying lunch on a dumb guy's knee or a big hard fuck drowning some honey. Why you laughing?
Listen, I got to tell you,
Why you laughing?
please,
This shit ain't funny.
don't.
This shit
Don't laugh at this stuff. It's not funny. It's definitely not. And I am going to start here. And Rich, I warn you, because you often seem to have a real struggle when I tell you not to laugh with laughing. So please don't.
Okay.
A Florida woman is facing charges after ruffling more than a few feathers for allegedly spraying bear mace at a driver and her passenger in a bizarre road rage incident involving a chicken crossing the road.
Hey, I didn't laugh for once. It wasn't me.
38-year-old Cynthia Sosa. It's actually Cynthia Valesca Diaz Sosa.
Say that one more time.
Cynthia Valesca Diaz Sosa.
Okay, I just want to be sure.
Yeah, she was arrested in Key West after a confrontation with Perla DeMiller. Sosa had stopped her car in the roadway to let a chicken pass. But DeMiller, who was behind the wheel of a vehicle behind her, honked, swerved around, and ran over the chicken.
Oof.
That's when things got crazy. Cynthia wanted to teach her a lesson, according to an arrest affidavit. Said Sosa allegedly followed her vehicle, forced it to stop, yanked on the driver's door, sprayed bear mace into it, and then struck her in the face.
Dang.
Man, this trick really liked the
was
chickens,
plucking.
didn't she?
Man.
That's wild.
She was plucking. Police later identified and stopped the black Toyota, put her in custody at the scene. She was searched in front of a patrol vehicle being transported, according to the affidavit. But the chicken,
Chicken didn't make it.
no, it did not. It did not make it.
All right.
Yeah.
Poor chicken.
Just swerved around to hit the chicken, just ran over it. Like I can imagine where that lady was a little bit mad about it. You know, she was letting the chicken cross the road, but that is kind of funny.
Hey, Matthew Clark commented on Facebook, said, "Thanks, Patrick. Awesome interview."
Yes, it was awesome. Thank you. All right, how about this one? This is also involves animals. Shocking moment: a hiker trampled by a herd of cows after poking one with a walking stick. See, that's the definition of F around and find out, isn't it? But it shows he thought the cow tipping videos, oh, that's funny. I can do that. Now you can't. Footage shows the lone cow charging the man before the rest joined in, leaving him with fractured ribs and a lot of bruises and whatnot. Yeah, that's what happens when you poke cows with a damn
Right?
stick. You dumbass.
It's wild.
I used to be terrified of cows. I've seen somebody get kicked by one before, and
Yeah.
it was
What just
wicked.
happened?
I saw a TikTok over the weekend of a lady who tried to get a selfie with a deer.
Oh my gosh.
And that deer, apparently, it was a doe, but she had fawn nearby. And, man, she beat the shit out of that lady with her hooves. Like, I was like, damn. Yeah.
They don't play.
No, it's bad. But not as bad maybe as this. I don't know. Felix Baumgartner. You remember this guy. He's an Austrian skydiver. He is the one who dived from space, remember? He skydived from space.
The Red Bull guy?
Yeah, you remember that guy?
He passed?
You remember him?
I vaguely remember hearing.
Yeah, I remember. I mean,
Okay. Yeah, no, he died paragliding in Italy
Yep.
Thursday.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, he was reportedly flying a motorized paraglider in Italy when he crashed into a hotel pool.
Oh my gosh.
Oof.
He, according to Sky Austria, he fell suddenly before the crash. A hotel employee was taken to hospital after injuries, so apparently they were at the pool and got hit by it.
I did hear they gave his dive a score of 10s across the board, though.
Did they?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
That's great.
Right.
That's great. No, the man's dead. See, I thought Red Bull gave you wings. I bet he quit the Red Bull. I bet that's what did it.
He quit everything.
This just
Yeah, he
gave,
did.
here's what you do. This just gave me an idea.
Uh-oh.
You call the bike shop, and you know, like the little bike suits they sell and all that.
Yeah.
Ask him if this suit is aerodynamic enough to skydive from the edge of space. Tell him that you have a mission you're going up on.
And be like, it's just spandex. I don't know. I'm
Yeah.
not sure.
Chat, y'all put in the chat what prank call y'all want Rich to do today while I'm here.
All right, this guy's dead now.
The dude the paraglider?
No.
Oh,
this is
we're
another
moving on
one.
to a different story.
Yeah, this is what, again, when you're not paying attention at your job and you're not thinking things through, maybe you don't know any better. But
That's every day here.
Yeah, so lady is getting an MRI, okay?
Oh, I heard about this last
She's getting
night.
an MRI.
Uh-oh.
I heard about this last night.
And her husband, she wanted her husband to comfort her. She was nervous about it or whatever. And so the MRI attendant said, come on in, your wife needs you. Well, this guy is some kind of, while you're wearing this at the hospital, you kind of seem like a tool. He probably wasn't, okay? But he had some kind of
Yep.
chain that he uses for some kind of exercise thing. I don't know what it
It was
is.
20 pounds.
Yeah, it was a 20-pound chain
Oh my
with
gosh.
a padlock on it.
Oh, geez.
Okay, so somehow the attendant doesn't go, "Hey, you probably should not bring that in because you see this is an MRI. The first word is magnetic. It's a giant magnet." Okay, so he walks in, and what do you think would happen with this giant magnet?
Oh,
It
yeah.
yanked his ass all the way
He's
with
dead,
great
isn't he?
force, yes, to the machine, smashed him against the machine, so much so that it traumatized his head and neck, and he had a heart attack. They weren't able to keep him alive, so he's gone.
That's scary.
Yeah, I mean, it yanked his ass.
I just had an MRI done, and I get severe anxiety about that because I have piercings, and so I'm sitting here and I'll go over 100 times. I take it out. I took the. So I'm laying in there, and I was wearing athleisure wear, and he goes, "You're not wearing Lululemons by chance, are you?" I said, "No, I can't afford those." And I said, "Why?" He said, "Oh, well, we found out that Lululemon makes silver in their clothes."
Oh, in the fabric?
Yep.
Oh, wow, that's bad.
I'm curious how they found out.
Yeah.
Like,
well,
did somebody
had
wear
their
it and
pants
they-
ripped
Somebody,
off. Somebody got naked.
Yeah.
That's
I
wild.
did hear that a girl, this was last year, I think, with a nose ring, it got yanked out.
Yeah.
And that probably didn't feel good, I'm betting. Yeah, that was a bad day for, his wife probably
walks around
wasn't
with-
comforted
with
by
that
that.
kind of a chain, right.
And locked
Well, that's
on
what
you,
I'm
though.
saying.
That's
You're
weird.
at an MRI appointment wearing that.
I've
I
never
mean,
heard
even
of
if you
that.
just got done working out, why are you carrying that in? What do you seem bag-like.
Right.
But again, I don't know
That's what I
the
thought.
details. All right, and one more, because this would suck. Tourism, if you go to another country, you just have faith that things are going to go well, right? It doesn't matter if you're paragliding, if you're Chad was getting in the water with the sharks, so we're going to get video of all that,
Nice.
which was crazy to me and cool. But you have faith things are going to go well, as these 34 people who are dead did. A sudden thunderstorm caused a tourist boat to capsize in Vietnam on Saturday. The vessel, named Wonder Seas, was carrying 48 passengers and 5 crew members on a sightseeing excursion, a popular area. Rescue workers saved 11 and recovered the dead near the site of the capsizing. Search teams frantically looked for the missing people, but video footage showed 2 survivors being rescued on a smaller boat. Waters were pretty choppy, it said. So, yeah, the boat turned upside down so it just flipped over. And the rescued says a 14-year-old boy was among the survivors. He was rescued 4 hours after being trapped in the overturned hull. So he was under there, apparently in one spot that had enough oxygen for him. That it said there was a gap of about 20 inches. So there was also a baby that they kept alive that way too.
Wow.
So but how crazy is that?
It is,
I mean, you just go on a trip, you think everything's going to be good, and then boom, you're dead.
That's boats, bro.
It took me a while to get on a cruise ship. Now I'm fine with it, but I'd have to compartmentalize it because I've watched. Look, I grew up in the era Jaws was a big movie still. And so that shit makes me real nervous. And then it didn't help when you saw that one dude jump overboard trying to be funny and the shark get his ass right there on camera. No, hell no, man.
No.
So I think I got one of these. This shit ain't funny for you, man. I sent it to you yesterday. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. If you're ready for it.
Hold on. All right, we don't have to do it all the way over.
All right.
We'll let it play underneath.
So we're going to go to New York for this one. A man who stabbed his wife to death felt bad about the murder. So he traveled across multiple states to murder his ex-wife because she, unlike the first victim, deserved it.
Oh my God.
So how did he kill the first one accidentally, like domestic violence? He just accidentally killed her?
Well, no. Actually, apparently, it says 38-year-old Timothy Taylor traveled from North Carolina.
Tim Tooltime Taylor, that's what you're talking about right
Yeah.
Tom's been watching.
It's a wild
that lately.
spin-off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the new Tim Taylor. Okay, I got it. Go ahead.
So it says he traveled from North Carolina to New York, checked into a hotel, snuck into the home of his ex-wife, and stabbed her to death. Exited through a window and discarded the bloody clothing as he walked down the street, eventually taking a taxi to the hotel and then to the bus station. At the time of the victim's murder, so this is the ex-wife, he was already made as a connection or whatever in the murder of his current wife. I'm trying to find out what he did here. Hang on.
Yeah. How did they find her? What did he do?
This is wild.
Yeah.
Well, it is.
Yeah, apparently he stabbed her 22 times.
Okay, so so domestic violence, a rage. He has uncontrollable anger issues, but I do, in another way, understand what he did, because he's like, look, I'm going to prison for life.
Right.
I'm not getting out. I already know this. I'm not going to kill myself. So if I'm going to go for life, I'm going to kill that one bitch.
There's a spider.
That one.
Ah, don't throw it at me.
What just happened there? What the hell just
Richard,
happened?
throw a spider at me.
Do I need to pull this station wagon over?
You didn't see it.
I didn't even see
See
it.
what?
but-
A spider dropped from the ceiling on his hand, and it was like, and I was like, Rich, there's a spider, and then he throws it.
She was like, there's a spider on your hand, so I was just like that real
I
quick.
don't think it wants to hurt you.
You don't know that.
Oh my God, it's right there.
Okay.
Yeah, he's not scared like I am.
No, I know it doesn't want to hurt me. It's
I can't judge though. I've got a horrible phobia of bees and wasps.
See?
well,
'Cause I'm
yeah,
like
because
super-
they sting you. Bees not as much as wasps, but
Yeah, I'm allergic to them. Like I need to get an EpiPen at some point. I still
Yeah,
haven't
you
done
better.
it yet. Yeah.
yeah, no, the wasp, yeah, no. Matter of fact, every time I get stung, the first instant emotion is anger. because I know exactly what's just happened and I'm pissed off about it. And then I want to kill them and their family and all their genealogy. I will go to great lengths.
Yeah.
My wife made several videos of me because anything I could get that sprayed, I'd start spraying them. I was spraying them with brake cleaner, engine degreaser. I've sprayed them with everything. I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, no, I'm going to get you, your family, everybody. You're all going. That's for sure.
Oh shit! There it is.
Spider doesn't want any problems. It's just trying to live.
It was just a piece of paper that I ripped off my cigarettes.
That's the greatest. What even a spider to begin with. This thing's out of control. The wheels are off the bus.
When I was a kid, I was stung by a bee, a wasp, or whatever leaves a stinger in you. I don't know.
Okay, yeah, that's a bee.
A bee?
Yeah, a bee will die after it stings you because it loses the sting, or a wasp can hit your ass over and over.
Okay, so
They're like terrorists.
I was stung by it, and I was, remember the jelly sandals
What?
as a kid? So I was wearing a pair of jelly sandals. It stung me, so I take off running. I ran into some old fencing that was laying on the ground,
Yeah, that'll do it.
and I put a hole in between my toes.
Oh,
So I had to go to the hospital, not only to get the stinger pulled out, but to patch this hole that was in
wow.
my toe. Yep.
So it was insult to injury.
Yep.
Yeah, no, that's bad. That's
Stop wearing
bad.
jelly sandals, though.
I hadn't heard the name jellies in years.
Yeah, yep.
Yeah, the only time I ever had that kind of injury, was when I was about 5. I thought it'd be a good idea to make a sunroof for my dog, which does defeat the purpose of having a doghouse, which is to get out of the sun, or the elements, But somehow I industrially enough got a hammer and had taken boards off, and they were those big 10-penny nails. So it was when I stepped back, I just all the way up my heel. So it went about 1.5 inches, 2 inches into my heel, and I had to yell for my mom. She had to come pull me off the board, literally, put a foot down on each side and pull me up because I had to go get tetanus shots.
Yep. I
Yeah,
had to get that.
not good. Tetanus shots. If I'm not mistaken, I got them in the stomach.
In
It
the,
was. I don't remember where,
do 'em
but
in
it
the
was.
arm.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
usually do in
Maybe
the
it was
arm,
arm.
yeah.
they
Maybe it
hurt,
was the
though,
arm.
for days.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
afterwards.
no, it-
Yeah.
You're like
I know
dead
it
arm
hurt.
for days.
Yeah.
And then also, did you guys see in Conway this weekend? Remember Final Destination?
Yes, of
Yeah.
course.
The logs going through the car?
Yeah, and it
We
happened.
just talked about the other day. Every single person, almost for the past 25 years, if you get behind a log truck, you're
You
like,
are.
I
Yeah.
freak out.
Yeah.
Yep,
no,
I do.
Yeah.
Nope. Final destination. Nope.
He was going. I guess he was going around a roundabout, and I don't know what the situation was, but I just seen the picture and somebody talking about. Has anybody not watched Final Destination? And yep.
And it legit happened?
I don't know if
Oh
it went
my
through,
gosh.
but I
Okay.
seen logs on
Logs,
top
oh.
of this car, and I was just like. well,
They rolled on it. Did
I'm
somebody
assuming
die?
maybe they rolled on it. I don't know. I didn't read the story.
Okay.
I just kept scrolling.
It is
Oh no! How do
freaking
you
boiling
not
in here,
read
man.
that?
I was wondering. Too.
Why is it getting
What?
so hot in
It
here?
is
Well,
hot
man,
in
you
here.
go hit the air. Is the air? I don't hear the air. Go turn the thermostat down.
But
Yeah, just walk around.
I didn't know there was one. Yeah, no.
You didn't know in the hall there's a thermostat?
didn't know. No, I didn't know where it was in the place.
I will say, Turkey, he cleaned up his mess. Just so you know, there's no Mountain Dew bottles around here
No,
anymore.
only the giant decanter of dew he's got today, which is like Mountain Dew 4000 or something. I don't know what is the biggest bottle of
I felt-
single Mountain Dew I've ever seen.
I was a horrible guest when I invited Rich and his son over for 4th of July. I did not buy Mountain Dew for him.
See, I would have bought Mountain Lightning.
I should have. He had to drink Coke.
Yeah.
He did. He took it
I
like
would
a
have
champ.
said, no, I got
It was set to 80, man.
Was
Oh,
it?
God.
Who sets the air conditioning to?
I would think the people that pay the bills here.
Yeah.
That's my guess.
Maybe.
That they're probably like, yeah, it probably doesn't need to be 65 in the studio on the weekend.
I turned it
so
down
let's
to
just go ahead
53.
and turn that up.
I
Yeah.
used to there was a movie theater I worked at, and they never figured out it was me, but I would always troll them and put the box office at 55 degrees.
That's great. That's great.
That's horrible.
They had to call out the AC guy like 10 times. They're like, "What keeps on happening to
It
this
was like
thing?"
when I started with over at the other radio station, and Bob Robbins was in the studio next door to me, and we got along very well. But when I started, I was like, why is it that Kissin's always playing in the hall when, we're like a very prominent radio. Why don't we get played in the hall? And he's like, this is Corey was like, it's just the way it is. It's the way it's always been. I said, that's bullshit. And so I figured out where the radio was for the hall. And so I'd come in the morning and I'd get there before he did. And I'd change it to the edge.
Yeah.
And we started going back and forth. He'd go, at like his first break, he'd go in and change the station, and then I'd come and change it again until he finally it went on for days. It was like a week and a half this happened. And he finally apparently went to, at the time it was Chad Heritage, who was our program director, or our ops manager. And he was like, Chad, I don't know who is changing the radio station all the time. And Chad came and said, is it you? And I said, oh, yeah. No, it's definitely me. I'll go tell him right now. And when I walked in the studio, I said, hey, Bob. And he said, yeah. I said, I've been changing the fucking radio station because I'm tired of listening to you all the time. And dude just absolutely busted out laughing. He goes, man, you're crazy. And from then on, we were fast buddies. You know, we had a blast talking to each other. And he didn't get mad when I switched it anymore.
Awesome.
So we would switch it now and again. He was actually a lot of fun to hang around and talk to. You know, he had a lot of stories. That dude. He had a hell of a career.
I didn't listen to Kiss and If.
Well,
it's not my jam, but
it wasn't mine either. I wasn't anyone who grew up listening to Bob because I didn't grow up, you know, doing country very much. I knew some, and I liked some, but it just wasn't my bag either. I was more the rock guy. So, but when I got to know him, I just got to know him as the guy next door I worked with, and he was a lot of fun, you know. But he was also super professional. You know, he was great at what he did. He was certainly an icon. You know, one of the legacy radio personalities of Arkansas that were left. You know, now you've got Broadway Joe, technically, I guess Heather, and Pool Boy. You know, I guess.
Now I used to listen to them before I found you. Like when I first moved
Yeah.
here, and the shop that I worked at,
Yeah.
they would play the
That's
radio.
great to hear about her kids all the time.
It is.
No,
isn't it?
It is. It's wonderful. I mean, it's fantastic. No, it's great to hear. I love soccer moms. That's wrong. I shouldn't hear. Let me just.
And then I started playing the Edge, and then they were like, "You can't play this in the radio. This is
That
not what
was-
people want to listen to in their shop." But I want to listen to it. I'm like,
Yeah, that was a big challenge, workplace listening,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
but we, you know, we've always had those people who had that earbud in,
Yep.
you know, or whatever at work, you know, they're on the sly or they had their phone at their desk
I'd
or whatever.
play while you guys were on, and then as soon as you came off, then I'd put it back to
Yeah, that's, you'd be amazed. And I don't, you know, I can talk about this more freely now because I'm not beholden to them.
Mm-hmm.
But you'd be amazed at how many times people would come up to me and go, man, to be honest with you, I listen to you guys and then I change it over because I get tired of
Right.
them playing the same songs over and over.
I literally will know, like, I'd be able to look at the time, and I'd be like, I bet you this song's going to be playing on the radio, and then sure enough, turned it on.
Yeah.
That song was
No,
playing.
I could have set my watch to Under the Graveyard by Ozzy Osbourne or whatever it is.
I'm so mad that I missed that show.
They played that song 4,000 times. I mean, I was like, you know, Ozzy's got other songs, right?
Yeah.
You know, that and Flying High Again. I'm like, yes, I like that too, but just throw
Anything.
Bark at the Moon, you know, anything. Throw another one on there, man.
Yeah.
You know, they were real bad about, because the way they do it, they don't do it by the way it used to be. People call in, you know, you had local, regional people who kept up with what music was trending well. The personalities told the program director, hey, people love this song. Play this song a little more. You know, now they have computers
All digital.
and it tells you what's trending overall nationally, and that's what they want you to play locally. So the real truth is a program director now is almost a moot point. The only thing a program director does at a station like that is set a filter for which songs that they get to kind of incorporate in, and that's it. So it's all can be done remotely, and so they want the same, no matter what iHeart station you listen to, rock, country, et cetera, they want it to sound exactly the same wherever you go.
That's annoying.
Same music.
So
all that.
It's Sirius XM. How do they operate? Because I have Sirius XM. That's what I listen to most of the time.
I'm not sure because I'm not a serious user. I mean, I
Do you
assume
know,
it's
since you
like
just had a song on
iHeart, Spotify.
I only know a little bit about it. Like, I only know it from the perspective of Octane. Like, you know, Jose and Vincent, those are the two, like, program directors. And also Shannon Guns and Katie Babb. Shout out, y'all. But yeah, they're the kind of the ones who, like, I guess kind of curate, like, what all's played on Octane and all that stuff. Like, anytime I've had something on Octane of my own, it's
Well, now
always
that's
been-
different because they're serving up competition.
Exactly.
Yeah. So you have to have, you know, some choice in that matter.
Yeah.
But with ours, there was never a single moment where I could, like, I'll give you an example. I like a band called Collective Soul. All right.
Oh, I like them too.
They were really, really big in the 90s, and they continued making albums after that. But radio stations, they wound up in this no man's land.
They
Okay.
play on 90s on 9 all the time.
Yeah, so you would hear a legacy Collective Soul song on The Edge or on The Point, but you wouldn't hear any of their new stuff, and it didn't fit anywhere according to our people. And I kept trying to get them to play. I was like, listen to this song. This song fits. It sounds good. We should be playing this shit.
Yeah.
And they wouldn't play it because it wasn't one of the trending artists or whatever it was, you know. So places like this, they may have more control over that, but I never picked. I could pick whatever's in the category. If there was a list of songs, I could go, okay, we'll play this one if I need a fill-in song. But there was no time where I could come in and just go, hey, I'm going to play Collective Soul because I think they're worth hearing.
Right.
And that sucks. If you know, and now I wasn't a DJ, so it wasn't that bad.
Yeah.
You know, I was a yacker, just like now. Songs are a necessary way to get to a bathroom or a break or whatever it is that is you know in the lineup.
I hated when you guys would put the music on. I was like, no, just keep the banner going. That's what I'm tuning in
Yeah,
for.
no.
I have all day to listen to the same songs 100 times, you know. I just want to hear the banter, so.
Yeah, no.
You don't need a bathroom break, damn it.
No, it wasn't the bathroom break or the song really. It was that it was, you know, 6-7 minutes of commercials and song.
Yeah.
I still
You know,
remember listening to y'all, like, on the way to school. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
yeah, no, that's wild, isn't it?
Yeah.
To think about.
Yeah, no, straight up.
That's crazy to think about.
Yeah.
Yeah, that you were in. Yeah, no.
I was in 8th grade when yeah. It's crazy.
I'm sure if I lived here, I probably would have been listening to you. We used to listen to, in PA, it was Rocky and somebody.
Bullwinkle.
No, it was a lady. I even called in one year, so they used to do like a birthday thing. So they'd spin the wheel, and if it landed on your birthday, you call in, and then you would win $100. So I won one year, and I called in.
Well, that's cool.
So excited. And they say, okay, just hold on the line, okay, and we'll be right back. I went, click. Oh, so why'd you do that?
no.
I got scared. I didn't know what to do.
Oh, no.
Did you
Lost
get your
$100?
Oh, you didn't?
No,
oh,
'cause I
that's
hung
too
up,
bad.
Patrick. Yeah.
Oh, that's bad. Yeah, you don't want to do that. Rich, you ever won anything on the radio?
No.
No. Have you ever tried to win anything?
I mean, yeah, I've tried a few times, but
Yeah.
no.
No. How about you?
I was sitting here trying to think if I had or not. There was one time from like Alice, I won tickets to a Russell Crowe movie called State of Play, like when I was
Okay.
like in 7th grade.
I remember
You know
that
what I
coming
mean?
out. Yeah.
Like you
But
remember?
that's still cool at that time.
You know what I mean?
I mean, it's still, you know, I won movie tickets because back then the radio was it. I mean, that's what you had.
Right.
You know, that's why these personalities were so iconic because you didn't have a billion choices. You had 4 or 5 choices, and normally 1 or 2 in the genre you like to listen to. You
Yeah.
know, and so they become a daily fixture in your life, and it was much more meaningful and impactful to people, I think, in a lot of ways. Now, the great thing is you got people like Joe Rogan or what's the 2 Girls, 1 Podcast or whatever that sex podcast. I don't know. What's it called that's real popular with the girls? Oh,
I think
man.
you're on your own boat on that one, Patrick.
Everybody knows, but I can't remember the name of it. But
Sure
it's
they do.
the 2 ladies who have the podcast, and it's kind of a sexy talk type podcast. You know what I mean?
I hadn't heard of this one.
But no, it's very popular. But there are a lot of great opportunities to find people you want to hear from now. But it's different than when everybody see, and that's the difference is in 20 years ago, if you were a rocker, you were listening to one of two stations, and everybody you knew was listening to one or two stations. So you'd be like, did you hear what Tommy said, or did you hear what Corey and Patrick said? You know, you'd be, because that was the topic, that's what was there. Now it's, you know, you might be listening to a million things.
No, straight
There's
up.
a podcast called Two Girls, One Blunt, and then Two Girls, One Pod.
I don't think it's really called Two Girls. It's called,
That's all I could find.
I'm trying to remember what the name, it's like the second or third. No, not the Hawk to a Girl.
You know what's funny about that?
That is a big podcast.
One of the studios I record at, she records her podcast in that same building.
Oh my gosh.
Rachel said she tried a million times to win one of the 12 guitars at Christmas, never won one. No, and you know what? That was Tactical said, I've nearly been fired trying to get the 12 guitars. Yeah, that's no bullshit. That's one of the greatest single promotions any radio station's ever done in my mind. It was absolutely one where that everybody was calling in like crazy. I mean, like thousands of people would call in to try to get that. And so it was always wild. You know, people would tell, you know, when they got through, they'd be like, I've been calling for 7 years. I've been calling for 8-9 years and never got in before. And it was massive, you know, to win one of those.
You know, my favorite autograph I ever got from that time period, it was a show me and you were both at.
Yeah.
So you remember the 10-year bash?
Yes, of course.
So All That Remains played it.
Yeah.
And that was back when Ollie was still alive in that band, because their guitar player passed and all. It's a whole thing. And all the bands signed all my different credentials that night. And Ollie signed the artist pass specifically for All That Remains.
Oh, that's cool.
Well, Matt from All That Remains is a buddy of mine that lives in Nashville. Yeah. And the first time I met him, I got to tell him about that pass and all that. Yeah. You could just see the emotion come over his face talking about it.
That's cool. Did you show him your Diddy autograph?
Oh, my gosh. That's wild, dude.
He autographed that bottle of oil for you, didn't he? It was half used, I mean, but it was still
crazy. That's crazy, dude.
Diddy party. Little Doggy said Kendall won the Bud Light guitar, and what does it say? And who won one too?
Says Heather won one too.
Oh, Heather won one too. That's you know, it was always cool to be able to listen to what people would pick in the guitars that they did pick.
Yeah.
Because there were so many to choose from.
Oh,
you know, 100%. And I think that's what made it fun. Is we'd have one we were giving up, but you might have 5 in the bonus stack.
I still remember you busting out of that cake in a bikini.
I have a picture of that still on my phone. I still bust out of a cake in a bikini that was the 10-year bash, wasn't it?
That was, yeah. That shit was wild.
It was wild. I looked good though. I'll be honest with you, I looked real good.
You were out there dancing, like eating cake while you were doing it.
My figure was pretty good then. I'll be honest. I was like, hey, you had some hair and a decent figure to you. You were all right, man. You were crazy. Yeah, no, I would do about anything at that point in time. You know, I was gorilla in a diaper.
Well, that was my first Metroplex show to go to.
Was it? Well, that's great.
And then me and you shut her down, bro.
Yeah, we did, didn't we?
Yeah.
Man, how about that?
We were the last one in there. You know that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I remember. Yeah, we were the last ones in there. Yeah. It was a great show, though.
It was.
It really was, man.
Yeah.
All right. What do you got?
I ain't got nothing.
What are the people saying, Rich?
You read it.
That's just one comment?
No. Lots of people talking about the 12 guitars at Christmas. Tactical said All That Remains was so good, still jam them.
It would be cool. You know, maybe, look, here's an idea, all right? I'm going to put him on the spot right now, but here's an idea, okay? Maybe if we keep moving forward, and obviously you're moving forward in your music career, maybe we could get some guitars, and we might not be able to do 12 guitars at Christmas, but maybe we could get 5 guitars signed by different artists or bands that you could, maybe help with. And maybe we could, I might be able to reach out to a couple, but maybe we could come up with a few bands and then put some local bands together with it. Yeah. And maybe we could fill out 12 if we did local and bigger time artists as well.
I can definitely put a couple calls in and see what
Yeah. And that, again, I'm not saying for this year, but maybe for next year going forward, we could, if we had a year and a half to work towards it, I think that we might be able to make something happen there.
Straight up.
Yeah, I think
sick.
we could do that. That would be cool.
Especially with some other stuff we're working on too.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, I think there's lots of ways that we could end up.
I mean, I'm
doing
still
that.
waiting on my thing I won from months ago.
What are you waiting on? What did you win?
Well, remember I won that Star Wars thing, but I'm not a Star Wars girl, so you said I could swap it out for a shirt.
A shirt?
Yeah.
Now you want a shirt?
Yeah. I been wanted a shirt. I thought I was like one of the day one ride or dies for PATP, but
you were waiting.
Yes.
You said, Patrick, I need a shirt.
oh, I need a shirt.
I don't even have one.
Well, you're there, $1 million, a Bugatti.
Donald Bullis said, "Anybody down for a Coldplay concert?"
That's wild. Chat, while Patrick is gone, I need to talk to you about something serious. Did you know that there's a pack of wild, ravenous wolves taking over the major cities and knocking out the power grids? 98% of us will die in our lifetime. Darkness is coming. You need to look out. Yeah.
This guy.
You know what?
Anyway,
Yeah, I don't know if we have any, man.
It's okay.
I don't have a shirt right now. I do have that picture, but I don't have a shirt. But I'll get you a shirt.
sounds good.
Yeah.
I'll make sure
One
Rich
day.
stays on you.
You've got a
Right.
merch store, right?
Huh?
You got a merch store, right?
We do.
Yeah. I was just thinking I need to get a hoodie or something before the next big
I'm starting to. I was thinking yesterday because I watch another YouTuber. I watch a few YouTubers here and there to kind of, see what's going on out in that market, not just the market like podcasts, but
Yeah.
the content creators.
Yeah.
And one of the content creators that I like, and I don't know if any of you even know who it is, but his name's Danny Duncan. He's probably one of the most well-known content creators on YouTube.
Oh yeah, he likes Dunkin' Donuts, right?
No, that's not him. But I would tell you this. I encourage anybody to check out Fat Ass Merch. Yeah, check out Danny Duncan because he's very entertaining. He brings a lot of different people on the show. They blow things up. They shoot things. He runs around causing problems in places and pranking people. And I mean, it's just a random ass show. But I really like some of the merch that he has because he has some real unusual merch shirts. The things they say are funny.
Yeah.
A lot of them are parody things, but I started thinking maybe I should start, taking just things that I randomly like. I was thinking having a shirt with SADB on it. SADB. S period, A period, D period, B period. Suck a
Gotcha. Yeah.
SADB.
Yep.
Yeah.
You got to do an emotional support horse shirt, though.
Yes, see, that's another one. We should have one of those. That's one we should have on there.
Yeah.
Those are the kind of shirts that we should have is some of those that are like that, where they're more, some weird, silly reference. And I'm thinking about,
I think we
starting
definitely
to
should.
design
That'd be cool. We
some
could
things
do
like
the emotional support horse on the front, and then like the PATP fist on the back or whatever, man.
No, I don't mean as a BD. That may be in your case, Donald.
They say next order of business, they want the chili cook-off back. If we're gonna do the guitars, you
right.
gotta bring the chili cook-off.
There's a possibility that could happen, I guess.
I think the theme here is that they want to see us outside of
Yes.
just the podcast,
obviously,
man.
we want to be more than the podcast,
Just wait till y'all hear about Patrick and the People, the movie.
Yeah, coming soon.
Yes.
Yeah.
Coming soon.
I had a patient come in the other day wearing a PATP shirt.
Really?
Yep.
That's wild. That's cool.
I was like, and I was listening. I was listening.
That's wild.
I said, you're going to love this. I said,
I'm listening to it right now. And he started laughing. I said, that's awesome. So it's getting out.
That's cool.
Wild.
What?
Donald's comment.
Oh, Donald, listen, man, we're not doing that. But trust me, we've got some interesting ones in mind. That's funny. I would be down to hear people's shirt ideas. That one's not going to make it. I'll let you know it's not going to make the final cut. But I appreciate that. Just
Maybe we can custom order.
mainly because PHAT is out now. It's so 90s now. I can't even use that. If you just had an F, I might would have done that.
Bundy says he wants a Mountain Dew Jew shirt.
No. Okay, yeah, we'll make that one. Yeah, that's fine, actually. I can do that. Crystal said she won tickets to Guns N' Roses when Slash came back with them, then got arrested and wasn't able to pick them up.
Oh,
Oof.
Yeah, that's a bad time to get arrested.
Yeah.
That's for sure. Yeah. I won them from you, Patrick. Hey,
Yep.
sorry that you didn't get to use them. It does suck. No, that's great. That's great. These are great shirt ideas already. I see people throwing shirt ideas out. That's funny to
Let's
me.
get them ready and have them ready for the Mario Kart tournament, man.
Yeah. The Mario Kart tournament, by the way, if you don't know, August 24th at the Autosave Arcade in Bryant, and it'll start at 1 p.m. We've got the format established, and so it's going to be cool. But we're only going to be able to accommodate 16 qualifiers, meaning 20, 25 can enter. Only 16 will qualify.
Right.
To win or to play.
How's this sign up gonna work?
Yeah.
Well, I'm
Are we still working on it?
No, I'm getting ready to get it. I've got to get with Gunner, and we're going to get it up on the site this week, so that people can start to register, sign up for it. It's going to be a $10 admission for that, and so here's how it's going to kind of work. I think is we'll come in and you'll have about an hour to practice.
Okay.
I want to have everybody get a chance to sit down and practice. You're going to have a lot of different seats that you
Awesome.
can sit in
Okay,
and
good.
Right.
play and practice and drive and, get used to it a little bit.
So are they going to be using a wheel or?
I don't know what you're going to be using.
I'm not competing. No.
I don't know what anyone's
not
going to be
competing.
using other than myself. They're switch controllers.
Okay.
I know that,
Okay.
but I don't know about wheels
Okay.
for you or anyone else.
I'm going to be there cheering y'all on.
I was gonna say, now you can't use a wheel and have everybody else
I
use.
can
Yeah.
use whatever I want.
No, that's.
No.
Do
That's
we
not
get to
fair.
choose whatever we want?
Do you want to bring your own in?
Oh, okay. So we're allowed
Do
to
you
bring
wanna
our own.
bring your own in?
I mean, if
Bring your
that's
own in.
if that's the
Bring
case,
your own
if
wheel.
that's what it has to be,
Bring your own.
But I'm trying-
BYOW.
Because-
Is it going to be Switch or Wii or
Nintendo Switch.
Nintendo? Okay.
Yeah, it's the
Perfect. I have a
Switch.
Switch, so
Yeah.
I'll bring mine.
What?
Patrick would be a Switch.
I've been stewing on it all
Switch you up.
morning.
What?
I've been stewing on it. I've got it.
Okay.
So, Rich should call IHOP and tell them that he's got a special recipe for a Mountain Dew pancake, and he's wondering if when he comes in, if he can just cook it himself. He can just go in the
To show them how the recipe
Show 'em how it's
works.
done.
Yeah.
I could give you the recipe, but it'd be better if I show you.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Because a lot of it's just by feel. You know what I mean?
And we know that IHOP's open right now.
Right.
That would
Yeah.
be funny. That is kind of funny.
Uh-oh.
We
he's
got to
reaching.
do it. Come on.
Yeah. So anyway, so it's about an hour to practice, and then we're gonna do the qualifying. What is it? What is it now? What? What does it say?
These comments are wild, bro.
Oh, Donald said I heard Patrick was bisexual. Bisexual. Yeah. Yes, I am. Yeah.
God.
This bus is out. You know what? I'm telling you, this is just. Here we go. Check this out.
What is going on with the electronics in this place
What do you
today,
mean?
man?
What's the matter?
My phone is like flipping out. It
Okay,
won't let
here
me
we can
hit
use my
anything.
phone.
Okay.
Who we're
There
calling
we go.
IHOP?
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh no,
are
we're
you
doing a
it
break
now?
real quick.
Yeah.
We can wait. We'll get it all set
Yeah,
up.
let's
Yeah,
get
we'll
it
be back
set
in a
up.
minute.
That's what I was thinking. So here.
Bare feet on the dashboard, wind in your hair. That sundress swaying like you just don't care. Radio playing our favorite tune. You laugh like the stars all showed up too soon. I don't need a map, don't need a plan. Got the world sitting right here in my hand. 'Cause baby, you feel like a summertime breeze, like a slow dance swaying in the Arkansas trees. You're the glow on the water of a midnight lake, and I swear my heart is yours to take. With the sun going down and your hand in mine, a little red cooler full of cheap red wine. You lean on my shoulder, the crickets all sing. If this ain't heaven, it don't mean a thing. 'Cause baby, you feel like a summertime breeze, the sun going down and your hand in mine. A little red cooler full of cheap red wine. You lean on my shoulder, the crickets all sing. If this ain't heaven, it don't mean a thing. Let baby you feel like a gentle June tune, dancing barefoot neath the Arkansas moon. A melody strumming on my heart. With you I found my perfect part.
Doggy's day today already. How about that? He says, having Latasha here made my day, man.
Thank you.
That's cool. That's cool. That's
little
cool.
doggy.
All right. So apparently it's, is it time for a call of some kind here?
Yeah,
Rick?
you know, when Luke comes in, man, we've always got to do a prank call of some sort. So I think we've
Yeah.
got it. Yeah, I think we've got it set. You got the number?
Yep.
All right, here, let me
hit
see.
the button.
Yep.
Well, here we go now.
Who are we calling? Who are we
IHOP.
calling?
Oh,
IHOP?
Yep.
Okay. I know it was a toss-up between.
No, you kids' mics are going down. Do some work.
Right? Somebody answer the phone. Come on.
They are open, right?
They're IHOP, aren't they open like all the time?
That may be the old days. I don't know.
Hi, thank you for calling IHOP on Morden Road.
Yes, hi. I had kind of a question. It's a weird circumstance, but so I'm an announcer and I have an event today, and part of my event is in my regimen is that I eat Mountain Dew pancakes, and so I was wondering. Because some of my friends want to meet up for breakfast there, and so I was wondering if it'd be cool if, like, I could tell you all the recipe, but it's just a lot easier to show you. Could I just come in there and, like, cook myself up some Mountain Dew pancakes, and, like, I'll pay y'all for them and everything, and, whatever ingredients I use, that's just, I need my Mountain Dew pancakes, you don't understand.
Yeah.
I mean, if you guys want,
Personally-
like, if you like them, I'd even be willing to, like, sell you the recipe for some royalty fees or something.
I would absolutely love Mountain Dew pancakes. Honestly, I don't know about IHOP.
Yeah.
I want your recipe. Me personally, coming from a Mountain Dew fan.
Absolute, dude. Is it not the best thing? Like every day.
I know.
Have you've never had Mountain Dew pancakes?
No, I'm gonna make some.
All
How
right.
much Mountain Dew do you put in the pancakes?
At least, like, I mean, it depends on how energized you want to be. I tend to try and go with at least like 3 2-liters because it makes about 6 to 12 pancakes. It's a real simple recipe though, like some flour and some Mountain Dew.
Mountain Dew pancakes.
And yeah, like a little bit of green food coloring, just so you get that like radiation neon color that is so delicious.
He's talking about radiation color. He asked if he could come up in here and make Mountain Dew pancakes. And this is the funniest phone call ever.
I was a former midget until I started eating Mountain Dew pancakes, and then like, dude, growth spurred out of nowhere. It was crazy. I swear by him. I think it would actually solve cancer if we had more people eating Mountain Dew pancakes.
You know what? I'll let you call back and talk to my manager.
All right. Well, I'll tell you what. Before
I have to go.
before you hang up, check out patrickandthepeople.com. All right.
Patrick and the people.
patrickandthepeople.com. It's a daily morning show podcast here in Little Rock with former morning radio DJ Patrick Beam.
Yeah.
Remember Angry Patrick?
What's up?
She's too young.
Have a good day.
I think she was stunned at the end. I think once you hit,
She's too young to know
she
Patrick.
was really look. I'm gonna
Ingrid
give
She
her,
was into it for a minute,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
She was like, "This sounds delicious."
I'm gonna give her mad respect for really dealing with that well, because she said, I don't know about IHOP, but I want the rest.
Yeah.
You're right.
And I think everything was good until you did the 2 to 3. 2
liters,
It
yeah.
was like the ratio's so far off. I was like, she's like, no, he's crazy. Now I know he's crazy because, that was her feeler for trying to figure if you were legit. Yeah, no, it makes like 6 to 12. It'd be the runniest pancakes in the history. It's like liquid pancakes. You're just drinking Mountain Dew with flour in it now.
Do you know what you got to do now is show up to that IHOP at some point with
with 3 liters and be like, "Let's
We need to
go."
go right now.
No,
Before
she did
leaves.
say this was the funniest call she ever had, though.
Right.
Which is,
That was
that's
great.
great. At least she's got something to talk about today, and she will all day long. You're not going to believe this shit. Somebody called me today about Mountain Dew fucking pancakes, man. What the fuck, man?
It was great.
It's just crazy.
That's Patrick and the
You said
people. Go
math,
check
though.
that out.
Yeah, no, that's what I was saying.
Well,
The
hey,
ratios on the recipe weren't. You can tell Rich is probably not a recipe guy normally.
I keep telling y'all, GED, man.
I don't think that has anything to do with cooking skills. Okay.
With the math though.
Well. No, not really.
No, I cook
You can
real
do
well,
basic
man.
math, Rich. I
As
know.
long
you
as
can.
it all comes in
Do
pre-section
fractions
ingredients.
throw you off though?
What?
Do fractions throw you off?
Yeah.
Do they really?
Yeah.
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 Okay.
Like the whole 3/4 of it. Like
Yeah.
when I read the package and it's like, you need 1 cup. And I'm like, all right, so 3 1/3. Because I never can find the 1 cup measuring cup.
Oh yeah.
So then I have to be like, all right, this one says 1/3. So if
Yeah.
I use 3 of them, that's 1 cup, right? Yeah.
I mean,
Yes, that is correct.
that's right.
Yes.
I'm no better with it. You know where I went to school.
Yeah. So if you needed 3/4 of a cup, but you didn't have the 3/4 cup, what would you use?
I'd go to DoorDash.
You can use
All right.
3 1/4.
Bing, bing, bing. That is correct.
I'm good at quarter, but after quarter,
See,
when you
I
get
would
to
just
like
use-
eighths and sixths, like when Tom's
That's hard
measuring
for
and
you?
stuff. Yeah, forget it. I'm
Okay.
out calculating.
See, I would just use the 1 cup thing and try and eyeball it and
You
fill
would
it up
eyeball
3/4 of the way.
and that would
Yeah, it doesn't
possibly
always
work,
work out
but
that way.
you could overdo it or underdo it, and that
Right.
could mess it all up, depending on what you're making. But if you're making Mountain Dew pancakes, you probably need to get it right.
Yes.
Shit's so
Because it'll be too damn runny otherwise.
Yeah, 2 to 3 liters.
All right, so check this out. This is really cool. So it's not often that we get an opportunity to
They're for real.
what?
You can actually buy Mountain Dew pancakes.
Oh.
Are you serious?
I'm
right now?
dead serious, man.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Here's a whole. This is a whole this is a whole recipe for it.
Man, if you could get that chick's text number and you could send her the recipe, that would just sell the deal
Right?
so bad. You should print it off and take it to her.
For real.
I just wanted to bring this to you
Right.
and autograph it for
There
her.
you go. Yes.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
autograph
We're gonna have
it.
to
Say,
do that.
Thanks for being a good sport. By the way, here's a recipe for Mountain Dew pancakes. Guarantee she'll remember you for sure.
There
right?
you go.
What were we talking about though? Just before that, I can't even remember. Oh yeah, so really a rare opportunity to get to interview someone I would consider a legend, and this guy. Are you good?
Yeah,
Yeah. Okay. This guy that I'm getting ready to play the interview with is a legend. He has worked for AEW, the giant wrestling organization, AEW. He's worked with the WWE people. He is a referee. Still to this day, he is a current referee for wrestling, and really amazing stories. His name is Joe King, and no, I'm not joking. His name is literally Joe King. Check this guy out. He's awesome. Very excited to have a special guest today on Patrick and the People. In front of us, we have Joe King, and Joe is a referee at matches, wrestling matches and other events all the way across the nation. Do you focus only on wrestling? Do you rep other events? What all do you do?
Well, I work for a lot of different promotions locally in town, with like WrestleCore, Nation Extreme Wrestling, All Star Wrestling, as well. I'm the referee for the Midget Wrestling Warriors, so that's where I get to kind of tour a lot of Canada. We just finished I just finished the part of the tour. We just came out of the state, so.
Okay. Now you're from Canada, right?
Yes, I live in Vancouver.
You live, okay. Fan of Letterkenny?
Of course.
Who isn't, man? What maybe the greatest comedic show ever, man? It's an amazing show. I love that show. I was just talking to. I'm also a real estate agent. I was talking to some clients who are moving here from Canada, and he was telling me that they pay like a 53% tax on income. Is that track for you? Is that about average? Is that right?
Well, that's definitely not my income bracket.
Okay.
I can tell you that much. I can't actually speak on it. I do know that like the more you make, the higher tax brackets.
Okay. So it graduates and goes up. All right. No.
Yeah. So I wouldn't be surprised if it got pretty high.
Yeah. No, I can understand that. So how did you get into being a referee, man?
Oh, okay. Well, like I think most people, fan for life, always been there. You know, wrestling's always been a constant in my life. I just never really saw where I would be in wrestling. You know, you always kind of like see the Stone Cold Steve Austin. Yeah, that guy can fight for me.
Right.
You know. So my partner, she knew I was a big wrestling fan, and you know, she's in the performing arts community. She's I'm a burlesque producer and dancer, and she had a bunch of wrestling friends. And she's like, "Hey, you love wrestling so much. Like, let me introduce you to my wrestling friends." I was like, "Sure, you know, like that would be awesome." So I met Steve, and we hit it off right away. You guys would know him as Cobra Kai.
Okay,
and, he's like, "Why don't you come down and train with us?" And I was like, "Sure, that would be awesome, right?" So him and his wife came, and they would pick me up all the time in Vancouver, and we drive down to Surrey, and we would train every Wednesday and Sundays, and you know, we do it for 3-4 hours a day, and it was just like the best time. I always knew that I wanted to be a referee, but like, I guess there's more to the story to that as well. But it was just like no one would let me inside the wrestling ring until I was properly trained. And so I was like, okay, sure, no problem. If this is what I have to do, then, you know, and then that's when Steve came and really helped me out. So it was really, really good. It's because like at the time when this all kind of started, AEW was just kind of starting to get started.
Right.
And Aubrey Edwards, she's from the Pacific Northwest, right where I'm from. Well, she's like Seattle based. I'm in Vancouver, but it's still kind of the same circuit. So she would come up to Vancouver all the time and do shows and go all the way down to Portland and all that. Right. So when AEW started, there was a few promotions. I was like, oh man, we lost a good ref and blah, 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 blah. So I was like, hey, there is an opening for referees in the Vancouver area. And that's where I kind of like really graduated. I was like, okay, like, you know, there's obviously a need. And like right now myself, I'm 45 years old. So like I started training back in 2019. So I was almost 40. So like I was kind of like, how like I can't take bumps. You know, these kids these days, they just run around that ring. It's absolutely amazing.
Joe,
you know, I don't compete with that. So
no, I like many men on this planet, we all want to be wrestlers, right? I mean, every guy I've ever known wanted at some point to be a wrestler. So somehow I signed myself up for a match at an event here just to be a team player and try to help bring in more people, you know. And so and the guy I worked with was great. But one of the moves was he told me, you know, he's going to put me up on the turnbuckle, and right before he hits me, he wants me to jump and grab him and wrap my legs around him. And I said, man, you know, I'm kind of a big dude. You think you can support my weight? And he said, oh, yeah, it's no problem at all. It was a problem. And we fell together, but I landed on the rope on my ribs with all his weight and cracked 2 ribs. So that was my beginning and end of my wrestling career right there. Yeah.
I'm sorry to hear that. That's
No, it just happens. You know, it was just one of those fluke things that happen. So I do want to, you know, I still want to talk more about wrestling and refereeing, but I would not be doing my audience a service if I didn't ask you this, being Canadian. Do you want to issue an apology for your country on behalf of Nickelback or no? I mean, somebody's got to take accountability, Joe. I don't know. I just thought maybe you would do it. I wasn't sure.
You know, here's the funny that like it's funny that you say Nickelback because like so was it like 2 weeks ago? We were doing a private event in Langley, BC, with the midgets, and it was great. It was for Canada Day, and we had the whole roster. They flew in on a helicopter and landed down, and we went out and we did our set, and it was really, really fun. Right now, it was a private party, and this guy, he always tries to outdo himself, so he has like secret entertainers. So like everyone knew there was going to be wrestlers, but no one knew it was going to be the Midget Wrestling Warriors, right? So like that was the surprise. So we finished our set, and like we've been hearing kind of things throughout the day of what's going to be happening. So we get back to our dressing room, and Chad Kroger's sitting there from Nickelback, and he's like, "Hey guys, blah 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 blah," and then he was like the secret, and he went out and he did this set, and it was cool. So I got a picture of me and him, right? And everyone's like, "Oh wow, you met the Prime Minister!" And like,
that's great. That's great.
So now I just tell everyone that like Chad was super excited to meet Joe King, and he asked for the picture.
No, I'm sure he did. Yeah, no, that's actually great. I joke about Nickelback. Look, they're not one of the greatest selling artists of all time for no reason. You know, people may not admit it, but they like them. You know what I'm saying?
The numbers don't lie. That's for sure.
That's right. So. You know, in all of your years, you've seen some crazy things in the ring, I'm sure. What's a couple things you've seen happen in a ring that you were like, man, I never saw that coming?
Oh, man. I can't even think of anything off the top of my head. It's wild because I've always been a wrestling fan. So to get to be that close and in the action, so close that I actually have to move out of the way, otherwise I'll get run over. It always blows my mind.
So never had like somebody come down and land the wrong way on a foot and get a floppy foot, you know, break a leg or, you know, some kind of gruesome thing like that. None of that stuff ever happened in a ring.
Yeah, I've seen a few people, you know, they break their wrists or stuff like that.
But nothing major. Yeah,
it's never fun to be in that situation.
No, it's never fun, but always interesting to see what happens. So, you know, in the limited experience I have in the wrestling world, what I did learn is the refs often can help guide certain things at certain times as need be. Is that something that takes a little while to understand how you can make the show a better show for people?
Yeah, well, definitely. Like, I'm the third person in the ring. So a lot of times I'm sitting there, I'm giving either time cues, or sometimes the boys or girls, they need to communicate to each other, right? So they'll kind of use me as kind of like that communication basis.
So you might relay a message from one to the other, so to speak.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Like, I didn't realize how much communication was actually happening in a wrestling ring until I actually stepped in, you know? And it is like, you're always growing, you're always training, you're always learning to be better at what you do, right?
Sure, absolutely.
So it's definitely, now that I've been more of a veteran ref, where people are trusting me a lot more to communicate to me in the ring, or to give me directions, or to, you know, hey, I need you over here, or, you know, so it's definitely an experience thing that you get. You know, the more experience you get, the more the boys or girls learn to trust you and know that if they ask you to do something, you'll be able to, you know. Because like you said, like injuries happen, and, you know, sometimes you have to, you know, get the Iggy and change script real quick. And,
well, or, you know, maybe one of the wrestlers gets a little winded, you know, legit, and needs, you know, another minute to recover, and you got to figure out, you know, how to do that, right?
Yeah, I've told them before. Like, this happened just the other day, where I was like, "Hey, give him a minute. He can't breathe," right? So then you change up your game for a little bit second, and you kind of go forward. But yeah,
it's got to be so exciting to be part of that. You know, I know for me, one of the things that was so exciting is how the audience, how involved and invested they are, and they feel it, you know, they love it, they live it, and so being part of that experience for them has to be very rewarding for you.
Oh, it's great. You know, they're just as much of a part of the match as anyone really is, and they can dictate a lot. They can change things within the match. You know, I found that as a performer, and as you'll see with wrestlers, like the more better performers they are, they're paying attention to the crowd, and they're hearing when they're hot and when they're not. And, you know, because like sometimes what they're doing isn't working in the ring, and it takes like a good performer to be like, hey, we need to switch it up right now, because this is not the wrestling that they want to see. They want to see something different, right? And you know, so it's good that everyone that's in the ring is paying attention to what the crowd is doing as well, or what they're saying, or what they're communicating to you, because sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't work, or even sometimes they're super hot and I'm doing something like, let's say, like I tell people this all the time, there's a double down about to happen, right? And the crowd's way up here, they're screaming, they're screaming. I'm not going to start my double down yet because they're all the way up here.
Right. You're
I'll
going to
wait
keep
for them
them.
to come down a little bit, and then I'll start my double down.
Right.
Because now they have something else to do, right? If they're already hot, why would I stop that to do something else, right? So it's really about listening to what your audience is telling you and what they want from you.
I think that's similar to when I approach stand-up. You know, when you have people in a full laugh, you know, you pause for that extra time to give them a chance to, you know, bring that down, because number one, if you keep going, they may miss something because they're laughing so hard. And number two, it just makes the show better. Rich,
you've achieved what you wanted to achieve. So why are you going to stop them?
No, you don't want to do that. Rich, I know you have a lot of insight from all the years in wrestling management. What am I not asking that I should be?
Oh man, we could go in so many different areas here. I was going to say we could ask him, you know, what has been his favorite moment in his career of being an official so far.
What is the greatest moment you had as an official?
Jeez, there's so many. This is such a rewarding business. It's a very humbling business, but it's also so rewarding. Like I'm just shocked at how far I've actually come within my career. Like it's just the people that I've gotten to work with, you know, like Bret Hart, he's a Canadian Idol.
Wow, yeah.
I got to work with him one of my first shows. It was absolutely amazing.
He was actually the original guitarist in Nickelback.
Yeah.
Kidding, I'm kidding.
I've got to work with some incredible people. Like I just did a match in Las Vegas with Zack Sabre Jr. Like I was so like I just couldn't believe what was happening. I was like, wow, I'm a Canadian in Las Vegas about to do Zack Sabre Jr.'s match. Like
that's cool.
I don't know. There's just so many cool things that happen. This one guy in Edmonton, MRB, he let me give him a Canadian Destroyer, and that was pretty cool.
Yeah,
that was really fun. So
I bet that was fun. So, you know, when you were coming up as a youngster watching wrestling, and I'm sure you did, who were your idols then?
Number one fan, I love Kevin Nash.
Okay.
I've always been a fan of Kevin Nash. The whole NWO, like Red and Black, Wolfpack.
Yeah.
I love that so much. You have no idea. The Undertaker scared the shit out of me as a kid.
That's
him
funny.
Just like that dong and him coming out. I'm like, I'd have to turn off the TV and run and hide for a 5
That's
minutes.
hilarious, man. That's hilarious.
For somebody new that, you know, may just be, you know, that may be watching this and thinking, you know, of course they know I'm an announcer, you know, and seeing you from the referee side, we've had, you know, countless amounts of independent, talent and wrestlers, you know, come through. But for somebody that's just maybe starting out on that road, what would you recommend would kind of be the first few steps if they, you know, say, hey, I want to be the next Joe King?
Get trained. 100% get trained. Find yourself a school. Learn how that ring works. Learn the lines. Learn how the ropes work. It's a very dangerous place. Like you just said, you know, like the first time you were in the ring, you got hurt. It's a very dangerous thing, and especially like as a referee, I need to know where I'm standing, where I should be in that ring, so that I don't get caught up and run over or something, and like let the performers actually do their moves. So number one thing, get yourself trained. Learn how a ring works. Learn how the rules work. Yeah, I can't stress that enough.
So if you're doing that, are you training as a wrestler so you know how their life works, or do you start immediately training as a rep in the ring?
So for my experience, I trained as a wrestler.
Okay, makes sense.
There's a lot of chain wrestling, you know, like you lock up, you do a headlock, hammer lock.
Yeah.
You know, you do all these types of stuff, and you learn how these things work, and you understand the steps, right? And this also, like, you're also like running the ropes, and you're doing the rolls and everything like that. So that also kind of gives you ring awareness of where you need to be.
Right.
But it's also, once you're training and once you're doing the moves with them, as a referee, see what's happening, and now I know what's going to happen 2, 3, 4 moves down the thing, so I can make sure that I'm safe.
Forecast it.
Yeah, that's exactly it. So that's how we did it. And then at the end of it, we'd do like mock matches, and then I would just be like, okay, I'll be the referee, and then I would referee the mock matches that we just had. So that was my experience becoming a referee, was learning how to wrestle, and then
Now, as we saw on the tour, unfortunately, you as you were talking about being in the right spot, unfortunately, you were in the wrong spot a couple of times, and you caught a headshot to the southern regions there a few times. I saw, man. What happens in those situations? How are you? You just got to recover and move on with the event, or what is that? How does that play out for you?
Yeah, sometimes those situations are tricky. Sometimes things go wrong. Sometimes something happens. So the match isn't necessarily going to stop, right? So what you're referring to is I took a head to the dick, right, and took me down. Like doesn't matter how strong you are, you take a head to the dick, you're going down.
Yeah, that's typically true.
Yeah. So for myself, the only thing you can do is kind of like position yourself that you're in a safe position so that you're kind of like out of the way. Take the moment to do what you need to do to kind of like bring yourself back, and then bring yourself back into the match when you can. But I think the thing is like just get out of the way, keep yourself safe, the other performer safe by not tripping them up or anything.
Right. Now it makes perfect sense, man. Very exciting. Now I know that unlike some, you're not a silent referee. You're pretty active on social media, and so a lot of people who want to get kind of a sense of what that life might be like, or how things go in that world, or just see more about you as an individual, can check out your social media and learn a lot. Am I right?
Yeah, I think it's so important to include people in your story, like kind of people know what's going on. It's been my friends and everyone that's helped me, encourage me to do the things that I do, and gave me the confidence that I could do these things. So it's kind of, you let them know what's kind of happening. And I have a lot of fun. I'm kind of obnoxious online, but it's all in good fun. And I'm really just making myself laugh. And I think that if I can make myself laugh, there's probably a lot of people laughing with me as well.
And that's always a good time. I get that. How do they find you on social media, Joe?
Go to Joe King Referee. You can anywhere, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok.
Joe King Referee. You can put that in, and boom, you're going to come up.
Yes.
That is perfect. Now, before we go, I do want to notate your shirt here. Mustache and muscle there. I see that now. So is this mustache a lifetime thing, or is this one of are you a Johnny come lately mustache guy with all the new, Top Gun fans out here?
Okay. So, I don't know how we are for time, right? So I'll just quickly go.
You're good, man.
Okay. So, I think the biggest thing that you want to stand out, right? And I think this works for wrestling. I think this works in a lot of different mediums, is you want to make yourself look like a cartoon. So for myself, I try and make myself as cartoony as possible. And that's where this mustache comes from.
Gotcha.
And it was all kind of by a mistake. Before I had a full beard, kind of like you, Rich, and we were doing this burlesque performance, and it was kind of like this gag, but we were all mustards. And now my work or my shoot name, my last name is Gray, right? So they go, okay, you're going to be Gray Poupon, and then we had like hot mustard and sweet mustard. So because Gray Poupon, they go, okay, we want you to like shave your beard and kind of have like a French mustache with like the flavors. So I go, okay. And then it just kind of worked. And everyone was like, oh, I like this mustache, blah, 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 blah. So I was like, cool. So I kind of kept them. I got rid of this, but I just had a full on mustache.
You said you got rid of the soul patch, but
I got rid of the soul patch. And then I was asked to be a reenactment actor for this documentary that they were filming in town. But he was fully shaved. So I was like, okay, fine. So I shaved the full mustache. So I'm completely thing. But the next show that I'm doing is like this motocross show.
Yeah.
Right. So I talked to Cobra Kai and I go, hey, should I grow like handlebars? And he's like, 100% you should grow.
Right.
So I grew this mustache, and, as they can say, the rest is history. So
it reminds me of one of the wrestling greats from yesteryear. Do you remember Harley Race?
Oh, yeah. That's a name I haven't heard in a minute.
It reminds me of, he had that style about him, if I'm not mistaken, right? Yeah, that's the Harley Race is what I'd call that. I like that.
I'll take that.
Well, Joe, man, what a great opportunity. Thank you for taking time out of your busy day and schedule to talk to us. And maybe, we could bring you back, later this year and catch up with you and see more about what you got going on and how things are going in your world. Would that be cool?
Oh, I would love that, and thank you so much for, giving me your platform that I can kind of talk about myself a little bit I really appreciate the time that you guys have extended to me. So
No,
thank you.
man,
It heard me talk enough about myself on the tour.
Right.
So,
right.
yeah.
Hey, that's what it's all about, man. It's all about lifting each other up. There's enough people taking each other down in the world. We like to elevate and lift people up around here because it's better and more fun for everyone, I think.
Absolutely.
I love it. I love
All
it.
right,
Thank
man.
you guys.
Well, there he is. If you want him, it's Joe King, baby. Check him out, Joe King Referee, on all the social media platforms. Go get you some of Joe King mustache and muscle, baby.
There you go. Absolutely. We'll catch you later, bro.
All right, man.
All right, have a good one, guys.
You're right. All right, we are back. So check this out. First of all, thank you to Joe King for a great interview, man. Joe is what a pro he is.
He's a cool dude, man. It was cool running into him on the tour, like I said.
Yeah, I bet it was, man. I bet hanging out with him, you got a lot of interesting stories.
For sure. For
Yeah,
sure.
yeah. So I don't know how you feel about this. Do you think that it's wrong? Do you think it's cool? Do you think it's scary? Researchers, of course, in China, they don't have the ethics laws we do. All right, that's just fact. Scientifically, they'll do a lot more than we will. Researchers at the Beijing Institute of Technology have built a tiny 74 milligram brain controller, which is attached to a bee and connected via 3 microneedles to its brain.
Interesting.
The device sends electrical pulses that tell the bee to turn left, right, or forward or retreat. Bees followed commands 90% of the time.
Wow.
The instrument's lighter than the nectar bees carry. It's seen as a breakthrough in insect-based biorobotics. Scientists propose using these cyborg bees for tasks like search and rescue, environmental monitoring, even military reconnaissance, assuming they can improve power sources and the amount of control. I would think that would also be a widely used tool for spouses. Yeah, I'm going to send in my bee and see what the hell you're doing and who you're doing it with when I'm not there. And then
The Coldplay Kiss Cam was bad.
Yeah.
Straight
Yeah.
up, though, yeah.
No, and then the bee can sting your ass if
Right.
you're messing up. That's wild that they can put these micro needles in their brain and make them do things. I mean, just think about that for a minute, how
Scary.
crazy that is.
When are they going to start doing that to us?
Who says
Well,
they haven't
people are
already?
volunteering for that. It's called Neuralink. They have brain,
I thought that was to help, like,
interfaces.
recover.
It is. It's to help people with paralysis or ALS, things like that are debilitating where they can't move or communicate. But, I mean, if they can do it for that, it's only a matter of time before.
Right.
I mean, you remember Total Recall, that movie? It was about implanting a vacation in your head. So that was the premise of the movie, is you would go there, they would plant these memories by choice. You'd pay to have a vacation with your family in your memories. It would just, boom, it would appear there.
That's crazy.
That reminds. Have you watched? I think it's called Dark Matter on Netflix. They're like these little mini series. There'll be different episode every time.
No.
And one of them is about a lady who she starts. She has like a brain injury in a car accident or something, and they make this kind of what you're talking about. They install it in your brain. It's like a cloud backup, and you have to pay though for it.
Okay.
So they keep changing it on her. You pay $500 a month. Oh, well, now a couple months later, she starts saying ads. She's at work.
And start spitting ads
And
out.
starts spitting ads out. And
The ads are running through her.
yes, and
That's
she's
great.
works at a school and she's saying some crazy stuff. Kids get upset, so she loses her job. They go back to the company. Oh yeah, that's a new feature we rolled out, but you can upgrade for
X amount of dollars.
$100 a month, and you can get
Ad free.
Yeah,
That's
so
great. That is great.
the husband ends up doing some really wild stuff, like getting on one of those like dark web things and shoving things places and cutting things and to make money to keep paying for his wife because
Oh, wow.
they keep changing it and changing it. I said, this is probably going to happen in the future.
Yeah, no, I mean, they're, obviously if they're doing it for medical research and stuff right now, that's how you're going to determine what can be done with it. But trust me, there are military applications to this. Anytime, there's an infinite amount. Just think about VR. If you had a Neuralink interface where it could just tie into your optic nerves, and you don't need a visor, you don't need anything. It just taps in and boop, augments reality right there, just with a switch.
Yeah.
Then you start to wonder what's real and what's not.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You start to wonder what's real.
Welcome to
Would
the
you would you try a connection to you? You know, it's like the Matrix. You're hooking in.
That's what I'm saying.
I mean,
yeah,
isn't it?
No. Yeah.
Would you do it?
No. No.
What about you,
No.
Shoemaker? No, none of y'all would try it.
I mean, how do we know we're not doing it now? But still.
Well, I guess that's a fair question. How do you know anything now?
Right.
I mean, if you want to get existential about it.
I mean, look, you're telling me they can put it on a bee and have them fly around with it? They can't have that bee come and sting me and, you know,
Right.
hey, there's the
You could.
mind control device
I
done.
mean, it could
Literally
be.
where my mind just
Do you
went.
feel
Right.
like you're, you know, vanishing at certain periods of time or spitting out ads or something?
I do, man. Often, yeah. It's kind of crazy. I'll just be sitting here, and you do
Yeah.
it too, and you don't even realize
no,
it,
I
man.
don't even realize it. That's right. I have no idea. Hey, by the way, Fitz Auto, I owe them. Check them out. 8421 Stagecoach Road in Little Rock. Listen, you can go to fitzauto.com. They have all their inventory online. You want a sports car, you want an SUV, you want a sedan, you want a travel trailer, a boat, an ATV. They got everything. Just go over there. They finance themselves. It's buy there, pay there, but they report to the credit bureau, so it will help you reestablish your credit. Same salespeople have been there for 15 years. I'm not exaggerating. That's not hyperbole. It's the exact same three guys that have been salespeople there, plus Bill, the manager and salesperson. And they're all awesome. You will love working with them. They're a good family business. What do you got to promote, Luke?
Well, a couple different things. My newest single that I did with Vantage, we did a collab track with my buddies in Via Sky and Exis. It's called Losing Sleep. Just hit Sirius XM last week. It's already about to bump, I think, like 30,000 something
Wow.
streams. It's killing. Y'all keep on streaming that. Vantage.
What's the name of it?
Losing Sleep.
Losing Sleep.
Yeah.
And it's Via Sky
Via Sky, Exis, and Vantage Rooms.
and Vantage Runs. Okay.
Yeah, and then Vantage is playing a show with Keith Wallen from Breaking Benjamin this Saturday night at Cannery in Nashville. New music coming this fall. And about a month ago, I guess, one of the times that I was on here last, we were talking about how, you know, Arkansas is on our radar.
Yeah.
More to come on that. Alex and I we're working on some stuff. So I hope
Some stuff.
hopefully 2026 is going to have a real cool announcement for y'all.
Yeah,
So.
it's going to be awesome. It's going to be awesome. T-Mac, you got anything to promote?
I actually, if you guys know any cool things to do in Fayetteville, I'm going to Fayetteville this week.
Oh, I bet people know some things.
For a concert. Never been out there, so I'd like to know what kind of things can we do out there for fun.
Yeah,
so.
this is the NSYNC show?
I wish it was in sync. No,
No.
it's Yellow Wolf,
Oh, Yellow Wolf.
my future husband.
Oh, yeah. I won't tell Tom.
Yeah, don't-
And this isn't like going out over the internet anywhere, so don't worry about that. He'll never know.
He'll never.
He'll
see
never
this.
know.
Never.
That's like, I was watching one of these shows. I don't remember which one of these reality shows, and they were talking about being unfaithful or whatever. And I was like, man, you realize that
Everybody sees
this
it.
is going to air, right? At some point, she's going to see this.
Yeah.
So you're at best a year out from telling on yourself.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, what are you, stupid? Rich, what do you got, man? What do you got coming up?
Let's see. This weekend, Saturday, we got the Wise Guys.
The last regular season game.
Yes, in the last home game so
and
far.
it's very critical because right now they're in a position where they could potentially host playoff games, which would be here.
Right.
Right?
Right.
So I would bet there's a good shot if we win this last one, that could happen. And so everybody should get out and support them on this last regular season game.
Absolutely.
And plus see Rich in his natural element, his natural habitat. It's cool to see. I know you'll be there in the playoffs if they're here.
Yep.
But if not, you don't go on the road with them.
Yeah, no, I don't. Get to go on
because
the road. They have their own.
whoever's arena has their own announcer.
Right.
You just happen to be their announcer.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's cool.
The wise guy.
The Wise Guys
I
just
know.
happen to have the best announcer in the whole
Yeah,
entire
the whole
league. You know.
That's right.
There you go.
No. Anything else to promote, man?
Outside of that, I mean, this weekend, let's see. So Thursday, I'll be taking off to fly up to Michigan for the Midget Wrestling Warriors.
Okay.
So it's gonna be this is kind of a relaxing few days, and then
Yeah.
it's gonna be like
Battle out of the
jam-packed,
cannon.
man. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Thursday, I think I'll get up there. I leave here at like 7:30 at night. I'll get up there at 11, do the show Friday, turn around, come back, and then go do the Wise Guys. So,
So I haven't put this online. I haven't listed it technically yet. So you're getting before anybody else even knows really about it. Okay. But I'm going to get it in there this week. I've got to go get the pictures, but I've got, if you're looking for a place maybe to build, 2.5 acres out close to East End Landmark area. You know where I'm talking about, East End Landmark. 2.5 acres there. Now, almost 1 acre of it, I guess, has 2 mobile homes on it. You could keep as rentals, or you could remove them and just, do it all and build on all of it. But 1.5 acres of it is free and clear and undeveloped. But it's got utilities run to the area already, and it's going to be, I think, you probably get 2.5 acres and 2 mobile homes for about 125 or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it could be rentals. It could be where you live while you build your home. It could be you mow it down, and just build there.
Right.
But if you're looking for something that's in a school district, I mean, that's Bryant School District technically. So that's good, and it's rural. You could build a home there. You could put a new manufactured home there. You could put tiny home there. I mean, 2.5 acres is plenty of room. The cool thing about it too is it's a dead end street, and you are at the back end. The last half of the street is all you.
Yeah.
It's all you. The whole side of the street right there all belongs to you. And that's kind of cool to have that.
Buy it and make a PATP compound.
Well, we could. We'll just find somebody to sign on that. Not me, but somebody will sign on that, and I will put PATP. I'll make the sign.
Okay.
How about that? I'll make the sign.
I think Turkey said he's got good credit, right?
Yeah, he does.
Maybe
Yeah,
the
we'll
two
get
of
with
us
him.
together.
Yeah, that'd be perfect. That's a good idea. And I would love to help you buy a home if you're looking to, especially if you're a first-time buyer. I help a lot of first-time buyers get into homes for much less than I think most do, and I make the process easy to understand and simple. It doesn't have to be complicated. If you've got a credit score, let's say in the higher 600s or better, there's a very good chance you can qualify and get a home with much less money than you think you need. And I guarantee you, if you're in the 7s, you can get a home for much less than you think you need. But even in the high 6s, you can. So don't be afraid. Don't think that, it's a bad time to buy because rates are high. They're really not. If you look historically, these rates are right in line with what's normal. It's not going back to 3 or 4% ever. I won't say ever. I guess if another pandemic shows up, maybe. Probably not, though. 5 to 7% is the norm. So you're not really waiting for much here. But there are lots of great buys right now. So if you're thinking about a house, call me. Or text me, however you want to do it. You can reach out to me on Facebook. It doesn't matter. The number is 501-575-5485. That is my cell number. If for some reason you don't like dudes, then call my wife, Laura. She's a realtor now, too, and she can help you buy a house. She's better looking. I don't know if she's better, but she's definitely better looking. How about that? That's fair to say. No, she's awesome. She just got her license, and she's out there now. So call one of us. One of us are going to be able to help you for sure. Otherwise, that's it. Thank you, T-Mac.
Thank you.
Thank you, Luke, for coming in, as always, my brother. And thank you, Rich, as well, sir.
Absolutely.
And don't forget
See you all
Wise
tomorrow.
Guys this weekend, all right?
Have a
Got
great day,
it.
y'all.
Later, everybody.
See ya.
All right.